Good morning and welcome to Cherokee High School football as today they take on St. Joe's of Montvale. My name's Tony Blum along with Sam Jenkins. We're here to bring you what we look forward to as being a very competitive, very entertaining game against one of the top teams in the state from the powerful Big North. We'll talk about that in just a moment. Cherokee football is brought to you in part by the McKenna team, with nearly 3 decades of experience in Burlington and Camden counties with 12 licensed team members. Also brought to you by Evesham Mortgage, your hometown leader, committed to finding you the right mortgage product for your needs. And by Foundation Title, with 12 locations in New Jersey, the state's #1 title agency. Cherokee football game is produced by Prime Events and South Jersey Sports Talk. The executive producers are Dean Mikowski and Tom Williams. For complete coverage of high school football, visit primeevents.net. So this is, by any evaluation, I would think, even though Lenape was an exceptional team and they won that game last week, Sam Jenkins, I think that playing against this St. Joe's of Montvale team is probably going to be the biggest challenge for Cherokee this season, and especially what makes it even more challenging is that one of their top players, Brendan Boria, is not going to be playing this afternoon.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be would have been a run-heavy game. I mean, Cherokee has to find a way to produce some ground yards, by running back by committee. They got to get a little yards from the quarterback. They got to find a way to replace those yards and those big plays that they would have had. But I anticipate, or at least I hope to see, the return of the running game from both teams.
The Green Knights from St. Joseph Montvale are part of the Big North Super Conference that includes such schools as Bergen Catholic, St. Peter's Prep, Don Bosco, Paramus Catholic, and Seton Hall Prep. They're 4-2 on the season, victories over Seton Hall Prep, Hun School, Paramus Catholic, and Don Bosco, having lost to Bergen Catholic and St. Peter's Prep, the #1 team in the state. They're currently ranked #4 in the state, while St. Peter's is #1, Bergen Catholic #2. Del Barton, who they are scheduled to play on Thanksgiving, is ranked #3. They also feature the top running back in the state, Audric Estime, at 6'1" and 215 pounds, has run for 1,336 yards this year, averages 223 yards per game and 10.5 yards per carry, verbally committed to Michigan State. Offensive line is anchored by 6'5", 300-pound tackle Gino Vandemark, who also has committed to Michigan State. What they want to do, according to Coach Dan Morangi, is establish the run. Play action pass off the run. They need to knock Cherokee off the ball and get to the second level. Take shots down the field off the run game. No turnovers on offense. They want to stop the Cherokee running game, keep them behind the sticks, make them go the long field, no big plays, pressure them using only their base looks, keep everything in front of them, and create turnovers. So on defense, Sam, they just want to try to pressure them using their base look, which kind of is a luxury if you can do that without having to send linebackers or safeties to put pressure on the opposition.
Yeah, I mean, I know the holidays are near, but that is a wish list of every coach. All I can do is run my base offense and defense and see what happens. But the reality is they're going to have to make some adjustments. All right, Cherokee's going to see what they're doing. They're going to find a weakness, and they're going to produce some yards there. So that's a good base to start with. But in reality, you're going to have to adjust something.
And from what we've seen from Cherokee this year, Coach Glatz and his other coaches have really come up with great game plans to, in this case, they're going to have to try to maximize the offense without Brendan Boria, who is such a huge part of their offense, both on the ground and also receiving. And so they're going to come up with some sort of a scheme to best take advantage of that situation. You might see Osborne, the quarterback, throwing it more this year. And of course, Osborne has had an outstanding season. He has passed for 814 yards, 9 touchdowns. He's been intercepted twice and has 2,855 yards, which is a school record. So he can toss it, and he has receivers who can make plays, and they have schemed things to get those receivers open. We've seen many receivers on offense, especially Caden Birdie, who has gotten open on many occasions, and Osborne has found them.
I mean, you mentioned it earlier. You're going to see play action, but not just play action to where you have a tight end crossing or a misdirection. They're going to go downfield. Now, the question is, are they going to go up the sidelines or a post pattern down the middle? He puts that ball up in the air and he can turn it over. So we're going to see if the ball's going to be up long enough for the defense to make an adjustment, or they're going to be able to run behind and get a big play. It's kind of a hard, dynamic offense. It's kind of difficult to stop if they have success in the running game and you want the secondary and the linebackers to come up. But if they're disciplined, which Cherokee is, they'll be able to sit back and make a play on that. But this team is for real, and they need to watch their cues.
And, of course, another big factor in this game is going to be the physicality that Cherokee can bring against this very big, very talented offensive line of St. Joseph Montvale. Viewing them when you get down on the field, you can see how big they are. But, again, they also have to be talented. And from what I understand, they are both talented and big.
Yeah, well, they have a couple things you need is size and talent. But what Cherokee can do is get underneath them, all right, shoot some gaps and cause some disruption. So they should be able to create some confusion in the backfield.
Right now we're going to take a pause, and we'll be back with the opening kickoff in just a moment.
Hello, my name is Mark McKenna from Pat McKenna Realtors, and I am the team leader of the Mark McKenna team here in Marlton, New Jersey. I've been selling real estate for 27 years, and our group is the top producing real estate team in the South Jersey area for the last 4 consecutive years. When you hire the Mark McKenna team, we have 3 full-time salary people within the office. We have a listing coordinator, a transaction coordinator, and a director of client services to make sure that you get the proper care from start to finish. You'll deal with really seasoned agents. I have been in the business for 27 years. Bob Grace has been with me for 24 years, and Jeff Amden for 14 years. So you're getting a ton of experience when you hire the Mark McKenna team. Some of the benefits hiring our team is experience, technology, and negotiating skills. I always tell all my clients it's very easy to put a deal together, but we earn our commission keeping transactions together and getting to the settlement table. That's when our clients are most satisfied. So if you're looking to buy a property in South Jersey, we welcome you to come in and have a buyer consult with our team. Or if you're interested in seeing what the current value of your house is, we would be glad to come out and have an appointment with you and show our strategies and marketing techniques that makes us the top producing team in South Jersey.
Just about ready for coin flip at center of the field. Toner out there for Cherokee. Frankie Monte for the Green Knights. Beautiful day for football. I don't think you can ask for anything more, Sam. 60 plus degrees on November 21st. We'll take it all day long.
Yeah, no wind, and it's just beautiful, you know, so can't wait.
In case you missed some of the scores from last night, we'll be passing them along to you during the broadcast.
So in this, like, you get the practice under your belt. You can say, all right,
Toner, of course, outstanding on both the offensive and defensive lines for Cherokee throughout this entire season. Goes about 6'3", 315. Green Knights appear to have won the toss. And they will receive the football, defending the goal to our right, and Cherokee will be kicking it off to start this game.
I'm gonna be fine with the game starts.
So we'll be interested to see how Cherokee comes out defensively against this high-powered offense with that big offensive line. See if they, as you say, Sam, can disrupt that offense of St. Joseph Montvale.
Yeah, you don't have many options. I mean, you can't go man for man with the size that they have because they can lean on you. But what you can do is shoot the gaps and get by them and do a couple little twists and changes in there. You can just cause some frustration like they did with the other team they played from up north, the Hunt School. If you play their game, you're in for a long afternoon. If you make them adapt to play your game, then you have them right where you want them.
So we're just about ready for the opening kickoff from Cherokee. Cherokee, as you can see, dressed in their home uniforms with the orange jerseys and white trim, and the visitors from North Jersey, white, green trim, and the silver, or actually gold helmets.
Don't worry, don't worry about it.
Luke Tucci, along with Christian Abraham, back to receive it. And we're underway. Short kick. Coming up, taking it one of the up people. Has room, breaks a tackle across the 40 to the 42-yard line. That was Jashim Brooks on the reception. Don't know if that was an intentional kickoff by Fitzpatrick or if he just kind of didn't hit it well.
Right. Normally, if you're going to pooch it, it'll be more towards the side, outside the numbers, so I'm not sure on that one.
Dorian Dewell is the quarterback. Audric Estime is the running back, number 2. See him there. It's unusual setup there. Now they shift out. Slot formation to the right side, wing to the left. The give is to Estime off left guard across the 45 to the 48-yard line. So a nice pickup, Sam, despite the bad connection.
Yeah, a little bit of a mishandle with the ball in the beginning, but he was able to lean forward and follow those big boys down. So that threw the timing off a little bit. So that play is not going to be representative of what we're going to see as the game goes on.
Pickup of 5 on first down. They stopped the clock and talking something over with the offensive huddle there of the Green Wave. Don't know exactly what they're talking about, but maybe an equipment issue, trying to adjust the chin strap or shoulder pads, but they're ready to go on second down and 5 from the 48-yard line. Again, the slot formation to the left side. Now they shift out. Again, Estime gets the call, cuts back to his left off a great move. He's in a foot race along the left sideline to the 20, to the 10, and in for the touchdown.
Johnny, here's about 5 good things I can say about that play. Just his ability to look forward and read the blocks before they happen based on the position of his lineman, his ability to stop, change direction, switch the ball in his hand, turn his shoulders upfield, and turn on the afterburners. I mean, the superlatives are endless, but that was a heck of a run.
And remember, he's 6'1", 215 and growing. Sebastian Tasco will be kicking to make it 7-0. So on the second play from scrimmage, they go 52 yards on the run, and the extra point is good.
So many times these backs with a lot of yards have lines that just create these gaping holes for them. But that play, he actually changed the direction. Cherokee defended it well on the play side. He said, okay, I'm just going to take the other direction and run around you. So, great play.
Impressive. Mark McKenna team has nearly 3 decades of experience in Burlington and Camden counties with 12 licensed team members. Technology and personal service have made the Mark McKenna team the top producing group in the region. They've always called Marlton home. The Mark McKenna team has more than 700 5-star reviews on Zillow and is succeeding safely at the highest level throughout the pandemic. Be sure to visit the Mark McKenna team or markmckennateam.com and call Mark at 856-983-0704 for any of your real estate needs. So, having played this game at a high level, how deflating is that?
So, it's tough because any team can stop a play at the point of attack. But if you're not equally matched, the reverse or the cutback or anything secondary is where you're going to find the difference, especially in talent level. So, it's tough. It's like, we did the right thing, coach. We went to where you wanted us to go. But backside wasn't patient. They were probably, flying over there to make a play, and he just said, all right, I'll just cut it back. So it's tough. It's really tough.
Phillips on the return, faking the handoff, the reverse, and caught at the 20-yard line. So Cherokee on offense for the first time in this football game, already down 7-0. The Chiefs have been extremely effective on offense throughout the entire season, but one of their main weapons is not going to be here today. That being Brendan Boria. Back to throw off play action, flipping it to the right flat. Incomplete, intended for Bartram, throwing it short.
Yeah, he wanted to go for the corner pattern there, but he wasn't able to see the man open.
So that'll bring up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Gave up the middle, a nice gain. On the carry was Darren Hazen.
This is what Cherokee needs to do. Keep banging away little by little, because the big hit, the home run hitter is not in. Sometimes it's the quarterback, sometimes it's the backup, maybe a quick pitch. Just get a few yards at a time.
That's going to bring up, we'll call it 3rd and a long 4 for the Chiefs. Come out trip formation to the right side.
Yeah, always use the rest too as your.
And appears that the defense of the Green Wave jump, and if they do or did, that will give Cherokee a first down. And that's going to be the case here.
So you don't only scout, the other team, Tony. You do a self-scout at this time of the year, and you want to break every tendency that you had earlier to try and get an advantage. So that's maybe why they threw it on first down. They changed the count up. You're going to see some different things.
Slot to the left. Osborne rolling right. Off play action, firing on the run. This one too tall for Birdie at the 41-yard line.
Pass to the sideline, just a little high.
Yeah, those comeback plays, he's going to have to throw that before the receiver makes an outbreak. He's going to have to know that it's 17, 12 yards downfield, wherever the yardage is, and throw it and let his guy make the adjustment to catch the ball. If you see him open, it's too late, because it's either going to be picked off or it's going to be out of bounds.
So they throw to a spot in that case rather than to the receiver.
Yes.
Slot to the left side. Bartram now peels off to the right. Hazen again gets the call. Nothing there at all as they stack him up right at the line of scrimmage.
Handoff up the middle to Darren Hazen. No gain.
That's going to bring up the first 3rd and long situation for Cherokee. 3rd and 10 from the 31. Trips to the right side.
Now, in addition to changing up the count, they have to, change up their play call here. Normally it would be a screen or draw. This right here could be a direct snap if the quarterback stays out there. But there's something different.
So after seeing the defense of the Green Wave, Osborne checks to the sideline. The snap. Good protection. Now throws over the middle. This one too tall. Intended for Bartram, but defender was there. That's Peter's shoe. So that brings up 4th down for the Chiefs.
So that's where the balance is. Do you get out of your game plan to, change up all your routines, or do you stick with what you do best and shorten the game?
Watkins is back. Standing at his 31-yard line. Fitzpatrick gets the snap, gets the kick away at end-over-end affair. 37-yard line, that was fair catch. And Sam is enjoying what he just saw on the reception of the punt.
A caught punt, excellent. That punter's going to have to get that ball off earlier. If I am rushing that punt, I'm coming for it next time, because he took 3.5 steps almost for that punt to get off. That he has to do that fast, or they're going to block that. Keep an eye out for that.
Second possession for the Green Wave. It took them 2 plays to go the distance for the touchdown last time. 52-yard run by Estamine. Noel takes the snap. All sorts of time to throw. Left flat. There he is again. That's Estamine. Hurdles a tackler and then bumped out of bounds at around the 40-yard line of Cherokee. So he can catch it as well, as that matter of fact caught a couple of touchdown passes during the season as well.
I mean, it's just an added skill. I mean, a lot of people believe you can teach someone how to catch. I mean, I guess you can get a little bit better, but either you can catch or you can't. And he's shown that skill. I mean, plus, QB had about an hour and a half to throw the ball with that massive offensive line right there.
They give. Looking to sweep the right side. Hemmed in, able to cut it back, and now uses his power. Breaks another tackle. Has one man to beat. Cuts inside. Cuts to his left. Inside the 10-yard line to the 5. And he's in for the touchdown, or is he? Let's see if they're going to mark it short.
Where's the signal?
I'm looking.
Yeah. It's almost not fair. It reminds me of when who's the ex-Seahawks running back? Beast mode.
Oh, yeah.
When he went back to high school and he's running with the kids right there, he's kind of pushing him around. It's like a man against boys right now. But tell you what,
Tasco looks like he's going to kick it, but they now shift out. They're going to go for 2. Low snap, throwing into the end zone and overshooting everybody. Incomplete. Looks like James Mallon was the intended receiver, so
I'm not sure why they did that.
2-point is no good, and it's now 13-0 off of 2 long runs by Estamine. And to tell you the truth, Sam, I think this one was more impressive than the first, because he was hemmed in. He probably broke 2 or 3 tackles en route, able to cut back again, as you said. And he's not just big, he's nimble.
And he's efficient with his strength. I mean, usually tall running backs like that, you have the fear of him running upright, a la Eric Dickerson. But he, that's for everybody over 40 years old. If you're under 40, you don't. But he doesn't. He has good body lean, and when he is upright, he's just running strong. He's looking downfield. His head isn't side to side. He's not looking for a way out. He's looking to get in the end zone.
So 2 possessions, 2 long runs. Estamine averages over 223 yards a game, and he's off to a good start here. Pasco with the kick. And it's going to be taken right at the goal line. The pitch back to Phillips. Phillips looking to find some room left side, finds none, and he's going to be knocked down around the 13-yard line. Joffrey Austin's, pardon me, that was Mark Phillips tossing it to Oparo, pardon me. But still, despite the trickerations that they're trying on these kicks, Sam, not really producing any dividends.
I mean, there are signs. So when you feel like you're outmatched, you do stuff like that. But Cherokee has to make a decision here. Run the ball, keep it close, or keep trying to pass and have big plays, and it might get away from you early. I would go back to the base offense, and when they have an option to throw it deep, they should throw it.
Give up the middle, not much there at all. Trying to run the football. Hazen again gets the call. Maybe a half yard, but they're not giving him anything there. So 2nd down and 10 for Cherokee, and this could be real dangerous, being there at their own 13-yard line. Bartram in motion to the left side. Swing it out to Bartram, left side. Bartram stutter stepping, crosses the line of scrimmage, pulls free across the 20-yard line to the 23-yard line, just shy of the first down. A nice run there by Bartram.
It's just another way to run the ball. Although it looks like a pass and all that, but it's just another way to get a safe pass running. Now all you do is you fake some kind of running back play. You let the quarterback come off tackle, get the first down, because he's not going to get much more than a couple yards, but all you need is a yard. And you keep your offense on the field. All right, you get a quick hitter with the fullback, and the quarterback runs around the side. You get a first down, and you keep moving.
Here's Osborne pounding up the middle. He's got the first down and more. As you can see, they get a great push there against that stout defensive line. And it picks up the first down, probably picked up 5 yards. So a good sign there.
Cherokee is showing over the season a couple things. One, there's no quit in them. And two, if you're going to just fire off the line, the wedge blocking, they've been successful all year on that. So stick to what you do.
First down. Ball marked at the 29-yard line. Osborne rolling right. Off play action. Looking to throw. Fires, but off mark. And he's been a little inaccurate in the early going. Throwing it short one time. High there. Must have been a miscommunication because it was really nowhere near the intended receiver.
Well, yeah, it's a little bit of miscommunication, but more importantly than that, that's some of the best coverage I've seen all year. Normally, when you have a play action or boot out, or this naked boot, or just a boot with a blocker right there, the crossing patterns are always wide open. You don't cover those in high school. Every single crossing pattern that they ran was covered, but with the defender. That was excellent defense.
Direct snap to Bartram off left guard. Picks up a couple across the 30 to the 31-yard line. So again, trying to use some things that possibly Green Knights, I should say, hasn't seen a lot of this season, but it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 8.
That'll bring a 3rd and 8 for the Chiefs.
So they can go back to where they had some success in the open field, maybe throw over here to the trips, or you just get a quick hitter to make it a decent down and distance for 4th down.
Empty backfield for the Chiefs.
There it is.
Osborne over the middle, nearly intercepted. It falls incomplete. Christian Abraham had a shot at it, but just couldn't haul it in. So that brings up 4th down again.
Yeah, he needs to improve his accuracy a little bit. He's a little wired up for this game, but at this point, he's got to better put it on target. Now watch out for the rush here. If they're scouting and they saw how long he took the punt, they should be coming after it, unless they have a return on.
Watkins again back just inside his own 30-yard line. Here's the snap and the kick. Again, getting close, but a beautiful punt by Fitzpatrick, driving Watkins back to his 22-yard line, and he's gang tackled there. Going to be knocked down around the 22-yard line. Check that, the 27-yard line. So that's important in this game, although the way Estamine is running, I mean, both runs have been over 50 yards. It doesn't really matter, but I mean, still, you want to make them go the long field if you can.
You want to, and it was a good punt and excellent coverage. So you need to do something now. Lining up and playing base D is not working. You need to send the next man, take a chance, do something. All you gotta do is overload one gap to get somebody in the backfield.
Flat formation to the right side. 13-0. Green Knights are leading it. Again, the give is to Estamine. Pounds to the 28, 29-yard line, and then he's thrown back, but it took 2 or 3 of the defenders from Cherokee to do that. You can see he just has that tremendous forward lean and falls forward most of the time to get those extra yards.
Yeah, that's the weight room kicking in there.
Pickup of 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6 from the 29-yard line, just about the 30. Tight formation for the Green Knights. That kind of indicates running, but you never know. They could cross them up with a play action here. And they do. Rolling right. Noel. The completion to the right side for the first down and knocked out of bounds. After the reception was Justin Mucci. So they did come up in a running formation, Sam, but then they play faked and then they completed the pass to the right sideline for the first.
Right. I mean, it's funny. You know, you need one person to make a mistake on offense for the play not to work, but only one person on defense for it to be a great play. That left outside back, if he would have just waited patiently and caught that leaking out pattern, the play would have been stopped.
Nice to meet again. Stutter stepping in the backfield. They have him hemmed in, but not for long as he reverses his field. He has blockers in front. Got the first down and more along the right sideline. Still on his feet, and he's pushed out of bounds somewhere around the 30-yard line. And again, impressive. You see backs who have the great agility, but the smaller backs normally be able to do that. They see where the point of attack is closed off, and they reverse their field right there. The bigger back able to do the same thing.
Yeah, that's a rare combination. Again, Cherokee stopped the play at point of attack, and their calling card is normally rallying to the ball. It's just that backside, he's strong. He's pushing people off. I mean, it's tough.
Empty backfield for St. Joe's. The snap, the quick throw to the right side. This one's complete for the first down and more. Breaking free inside the 5-yard line to the 2 was Dury Robinson, and I saw him on the field because when you go down on the field, Sam, you actually see the size of these guys. He's about 6'1", 6'2", so big target.
Good timing and way to place the ball low enough so you can feel comfortable catching it and also continue running. He doesn't have a fear of getting hit if the ball's up or ahead. Put it right in his breadbasket, and I mean, it's a great pass.
Brendan Arity is in the ballgame now, running back. Rolling right off play action, throwing to the right side, complete at the goal line, and he's in for the touchdown. Making the reception was Jake Capozzi.
So that's the oldest argument in football. Does the flat cover man rush the quarterback, or does he drop to the flat? The next zone inside should be the man to pressure the quarterback. If you pressure him with your outside man, then you're going to leave the flat open like that, and that's why they were able to complete that pass.
Sebastian Tasco to attempt. And the kick is good. 20-0. St. Joe's of Montvale ahead. Evesham Mortgage is your hometown leader, committed to finding you the right mortgage product for your needs. Evesham Mortgage offers a full menu of mortgage options because they understand that every borrower is different. With more than 50 years in the business, they make the process of securing a mortgage simple and straightforward. Visit eveshammortgage.com or call their trained professionals at 856-985-9944 to lock in your savings. Evesham Mortgage in Plaza 70 on East Route 70 in Marlton, preparing you for generations to come. So I'm sure that this was something that Cherokee feared coming into this game, not fearing the team, but falling behind 20-0 in the early going. It just makes it so much more difficult, especially when you don't have your top running back.
I mean, it's still fourth quarter, and you would think with all this running, at least by Montvale, it would have been through the first quarter, but Cherokee trying to counteract it with a bunch of passing.
There's the kick by Tasco, and Opara just lets it go over his head. They'll have it at their own 20-yard line.
First and 10 Cherokee from the 20-yard line.
So I don't want to say that this drive for Cherokee is critical, but this drive for Cherokee is critical. Right?
They gotta get through this quarter and change field position or end up with a field goal at worst.
So the Chiefs are out on the field and they trail at 20-0, come out on a double slot formation. Osborne looks it over, takes the snap off the left side, the give across the 20-yard line to the 22-yard line. That was Dusty Johnson getting his first carry of the ball game.
That's a legitimate and good call and good down distance to get for Cherokee. Now they can do that a couple more times, and you can throw in a big play here and there. That's what they need to do.
Trips to the right side on a 2nd and 7. Osborne resetting Johnson in the backfield. Throws quickly to the left sideline. This one incomplete for Bartram, intended at the 27-yard line. But again, playing excellent defense was Christian Abraham. And as you said, they are doing an excellent job of defending in the back end.
I mean, you see the difference in that pass? The quarterback threw that ball as he was making his break. And that's how it has to be. I think the quarterback's seeing something different today, meaning the white jerseys right behind his orange jerseys. But you still have to throw it, all right? And that timing on that play is what he needs to do.
3rd down and 7 now. From the 22-yard line, Osborne. Again, the swing to the right side. This one's complete to Johnson across the 25 to the 29-yard line. They're going to be short by about a yard. So what do you do here, Sam? You're down 20 zip, balls at your own 29-yard line. Are you going to take a shot, or you want to still play conservative?
Well, I'm up here, so take a shot.
Yeah.
But in reality, you can see the progression of Cherokee coaches finding stuff. They got 5 yards on a quarterback sneak last time. I mean, why not? There you go.
Try it again. Not so much of a push this time, but it's still close to the first down from where the official is coming in from the far sideline and left sideline where their feet are. It appears, based on where the stick is, that they have the first down.
Oh, they spot. Not a great spot. They're moving forward? All
Yes.
right, good. So you see Cherokee coaches starting to figure it out. One, we need space. We got to throw it into space, run it into space. You know, they're going to keep doing their play action, but don't forget about the quick hitting plays right off the B and C gap.
Double slot. Osborne sets, fires to the left side. This one is complete at the 41-yard line and knocked down immediately. Good throw, good route run there. And he was hit hard as he made the reception.
Yeah, that's the difference. I mean, the ball is delivered he right to the guy. He's able to initially bring it in, but these defenders are on them like glue, and that's what they have not seen.
For me, it's just a matter of seeing around this.
That was Phillips. Did he make a reception, or did they say incomplete because it's 2nd and 10?
That was incomplete. The ball's rolling around.
Empty backfield. Osborne rolling right under pressure, hits Phillips to the right sideline across the 40 to the 42-yard line, and you saw them coming up, Sam, and looking to rip it out.
Yep. You see the progression of the offense here. You see what they're doing. They're learning from what from the plays before, and they're starting to get some movement.
First down. 20-0. Green Knights on top. The Cherokee having their most impressive drive thus far. Resetting the offense. You see Birdie stepping to his right, closer to the sideline. Here's Osborne. They give.
You don't want to stop in the hole with these guys. You got to get it and hit it, man. If you stop, they're going to be all over you. That should have been a 1.5, 2 yard gain, which is okay, rather than a loss or the same.
That was Johnson. Johnson, a junior.
And that's where they missed their star tailback.
Yeah, one thing he did do is he just had it north and south, did Bordy. Borey, I should say. Borey, pardon me. Offsides the call against the Green Knights. That's the second time we've seen that in this ball game. First time gave them the first down. Not going to happen here, but still makes the call a lot easier. Sorry.
No, just referring back to what you were saying before the game, they're going to stay in their base defense. You don't have to change plays that are working until they change the defense. So if you have a swing pass or anything in the flat that's working and they want to stay in their base, keep doing it.
Second down and a short 5 for the Knights from their own, Chiefs from their own 47-yard line. Here's Osborne, the throw over the middle, incomplete, intended for Birdie at the 38-yard line of the Green Knights, just off his fingertips.
Yeah, that's the thing. You know, Osborne would have had to have his best game for this to be a close game and not a game where he's off a little bit.
Yeah, thrown a little bit behind Birdie. And now third down and 5.
Get the mindset. We just need 3 yards here, guys. 3.5 because we're going for it on fourth. It makes it much easier.
Slot to the left side. Birdie now in motion to the left side. Makes it trips to the left side. Here's Osborne. Quick toss to the left side. This one's complete to Bartram. Has the first down, run out of bounds at the 45-yard line. Real nice throw there, though, by Osborne. He had to put it right in there, and not only put it in there, but lead him to give him the ability to make something happen after he receives the ball, and it was perfect.
Absolutely. Look, they're giving up the flats. So if they want to play that way, let them play that way. Your first receiver, your number one receiver, you run him through, get the corner out of there, you run it out, come back, anything in the flats is there all day. You make them change.
At 46, Osborne again, left side, short completion.
All day.
Thrown back after the reception.
Another short completion to Ty Bartram.
That was Bartram on the reception.
3 for the Chiefs, 2nd and 7.
Quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter of play. With the score, 20-0. The Green Knights on top. Our local title insurance and settlement services agency, Foundation Title, is proud to be a sponsor of Cherokee football. Whether you're purchasing your first home or refinancing your mortgage, Foundation Title is here to help you every single step of the way. With an exceptional staff of over 180 employees, they're focused on providing customers with excellent service while ensuring secure, timely, and accurate transactions. With 12 offices located throughout the state of New Jersey, you're never far from the expertise of Foundation Title. If you're planning on purchasing a property, be sure to use New Jersey's #1 title agency. That's Foundation Title. Follow them on social media and visit their website, foundationtitle.com, today. That's Foundation Title, something to build on.
Or it won't by there, but
We start the second quarter. Cherokee on a drive here, trailing at 20-0. Facing a 2nd and 7 from the 43 of St. Joe's. Here's the give to Johnson on the cutback. Johnson picks up a couple to the 41-yard line.
So the adjustment Montvale had to make was they're going man-to-man on defense now. So all you need is an outside release by both receivers, throw a flare pass out there, you make one man miss, and you have a big gain. See how they're all pressed up now and they're man-to-man? It's like 2-yell or 2-man. You have the running advantage here.
Third down and 5 from the 41 of St. Joe's. The give is to Johnson. Johnson has the first down. Johnson picks it up right at the sticks. Quick hitter there, and he took advantage.
That's right. It's easy. You look what they do, you do the opposite.
Timeout on the field.
another handoff to Johnson.
It is a first down. Yeah. So it took them 3 series of defense from St. Joseph Montvale, but they have made some nice adjustments here, Sam.
They certainly have. But more importantly, they made St. Joseph Montvale adjust.
Trips to the left side for the Chiefs.
Anything that we turn this corner outside, you have a good play.
Again, Johnson gets the call. He's hemmed in and may have picked up a yard, and there's a flag coming in as well. So we could see a holding penalty here against the Chiefs, which obviously would put a fly in the ointment for this great drive that they have established.
When you're dancing around, you're cutting back, the defenders are changing direction. That's when you get the holding call. Get your yard. Get your 2 yards. It's not, there's nothing wrong with getting a couple yards.
Waiting the indication here. $20-0. St. Joe's with the lead. Having a little powwow at
They're picking it up.
35-yard line. Is it against? Looks like it might be against St. Joe's here. The holding is against St. Joe's. Well, you don't see that just see it in the defensive backfield side, but you don't normally see it when you're going to make a tackle.
So and I didn't see the play, so I'm just talking, but if Cherokee had a guard that wanted to pull out, St. Joe's may have held the guard from getting out there. That's one type of pulling it could be. I'm not sure what happened, though.
Well, nonetheless, the ball is going to be placed down at the 25-yard line of St. Joe's. So a great scoring opportunity here, and I'm sure the coaches are saying, okay, we're on a great drive here. We've made the plays. We got a penalty, and now what we have to do is score.
Well, I'm going to say take a shot.
Yes.
but in reality, they just stay within the offense and do what they're doing. But maybe a little motion. If they're man-to-man, see if they're man-to-man, motion it. Maybe you can have a diagonal or coming back and take a shot, see what happens. Max protect, put it up there.
So it's first down.
The penalty on the Green Knights results in Cherokee first down.
Actually, they're going to mark it at the 21-yard line. 20-yard line to be more precise. Trips to the left side.
So they are not respecting the run, and you have to make them pay.
Osborne, the snap, looking to throw it deep to the left side. This one is nearly intercepted.
Pass over the middle is broken up, 2nd and 10.
The idea is right. I think they wanted him to go out to the number 1 receiver at the bottom.
Intended for O'Hara, but dangerous there. Had good protection. That'll bring up a 2nd and 10 from the 20 of St. Joe's. Double slot formation for the Chiefs, looking to get on the board here.
It's a good call. That's a good aggressive call. Now get back to the game plan. There you go.
Johnson with a call. Has room to the left side.
There you
To
go.
the 5. To the touchdown.
Johnson breaks the run up the middle. The Chiefs are on the board on their first touchdown.
So as you said, just stick to the game plan, and they did right there. But a good cutback by Johnson as he found room to the left side. Originally, it appears the play was looking to go right, but then he saw vision is so important when you're a running back, as you know.
Yeah, they definitely used their aggressiveness against them. They let them come in and just cut back behind them.
Fitzpatrick with the attempt, and it is good.
Patrick's stick is good. And the Chiefs will kick off for the
So
Green
now
Knights
20
to score 7-20.
to 7. Cherokee still trailing. Sivo by Iliano is a family-owned Italian restaurant at Merchants Way in Marlton. They serve great pizza, but Sivo isn't an everyday pizzeria. They're a full, upscale takeout restaurant. At Sivo, they take into consideration your ever-so-hectic schedule with one goal in mind: to provide you with quality Italian dining at home, at work, or on the go. Ask about how they can help make your next event memorable with their catering options. Call Sivo, 856-574-4963. At SivoByEliano.com. You can also order online.
It's not gonna work.
Taking a look at a few scores. Salem on top of Paulsboro, 7-0. Haddon Township 27, Princeton Zip, Haddon Heights 14, Sterling 14. Audubon on top of Gloucester Catholic, 28-7 at the half. Highland 7, Pennsgrove 6 in the first quarter. And at 2 p.m. it'll be Triton at Pennsauken. The kick by Fitzpatrick's a good run into the end zone, and it will not be returned. So now, Sam, here's the arithmetic in this game. It's great that Cherokee got the score, but they can't just go score for score. The defense right now has got to step up and cause them to punt the football, get the football back, because it's been difficult for them to stop this offense and especially to stop that tremendous running back.
Yeah, they well, he's not in right now, but this is that receiver.
Back to pass.
Eight's wide open.
All sorts of time. Fires down the middle, just overthrowing Robinson. Oh, that would have been 6. He had 3 or 4 yards on the defender.
Yeah, that was a blown coverage right there. He should have been picked up by an inside backer and had a safety over top. But now that they saw that, all right, they should be able to adjust to it.
Hightower defending on the play.
That quarterback needs to put some air on the ball and let that young man run under it. Let Robinson run under it.
2nd down and 10. Well, quick throw to the left side. This one is complete if he held on to it before he went out of bounds. And he did. The reception to James Morrison, and James Morrison is a big dude for tight end. I mean, he's probably about 6'5", goes around 230. Big target for the quarterback.
Yeah, he has a 6'7" wingspan here. He got a big round circle you can throw the ball to. It's not that hard. He had great concentration holding on to that. I mean, it would have been easy to drop that. That was an excellent play.
So now 3rd down.
So Cherokee has a sellout against the run here. Even though they look like they're on a passing formation, you got to bring everybody up for a run or a swing pass.
Examine peels out. Lots of time again. The throw to the left side. That one might have been deflected at the line of scrimmage and falls incomplete. Pardon me. They did catch the football along the left sideline.
Certainly, that was a deep out.
Yeltsin Span with the reception. So big play on 3rd.
Now, you would think that that's a negative against Cherokee, but it's not a run and it's not a 50-yard touchdown. So it's a win.
Quick pitch over the middle. This one is complete for another 1st down. There's Robinson breaking tackles. Has speed ahead of everyone to the 20, to the 10, and he's in for the touchdown.
There's a flag back here on the 35, 36. So it's coming back.
That would have been a 65-yard hookup, but would have beens don't count.
Right. Woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Here's the indication, and it's a legal receiver downfield, and that's a tough one to have a penalty on with a play like that, Sam.
Yeah, totally unrelated to the play, but hey, it's outside the rules, so.
I mean, I can understand I think if it was an offensive lineman going downfield, let's say you got a screen play call. Okay, we can understand that. But if it's a straight pass play, why would an offensive lineman go downfield or be downfield?
Right, that's a great question. I mean, man, just deleted that great effort.
You could see Coach Morangi out on the field. He doesn't believe it. You know, in their mind, it's ticky-tacky, right?
Well, yeah.
You kidding me?
Yeah. I mean, you know, because it was so far away from the play, but hey.
The officials are over there trying to explain exactly why they made the call and who was downfield.
They're talking about the coaches.
The 5-yard walk-off really is immaterial. It's the calling back of the touchdown.
Yeah, the 50, 60, 70 yard
Yeah.
walk off.
15 for the Green Knights.
That's going to bring up a first down and 15. But the 6 points is wiped off the scoreboard. Slot formation to the left side now. Noel.
All right, crossing.
Steps up in the pocket. Throws deep to the right side. This one is incomplete. Great defense by Birdie at the 35-yard line.
I wanted to see Nowell's arm, but it might be the limits.
Does a nice job, Dorian Noel, of stepping up in the pocket. After he gets some pressure, he steps up and then has a lot more time after he steps up in the pocket.
He definitely stepped up and flattened back out and put it up, and I just want to see how far he can throw it, but we'll see.
2nd and 15. Double slot formation. Off play action. Screen to the right side. It's complete to Estime. Has the first down with a blocker in front, being chased from behind along the left sideline, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds at around the 25-yard line. So got Estime involved in the offense off the screen. Hasn't really run the ball much of late, Sam, but right there, again, you can use him in so many different ways.
I mean, it's not take away from his run and the things he did, but it just looked like there was a little bit of holding there on the offense, but they got away with it. That's a non-makeup call.
Ball marked at the 25-yard line of Cherokee. 8:50 left in this first half of play. Again, breaking tackles is Estime. Hemmed in and then run out of bounds around the 15-yard line, but he just... It's funny because way back in the day, you're talking about somebody who's under 40 or over 40. It was Jim Taylor and Jim Brown. Now, in my opinion, Jim Brown's the best of all time. I don't care how many have come after him.
Right.
But they said Jim Taylor, who ran for the Packers as a running back, used to give you a leg and run it and then jam it down your throat, whereas Jim Brown used to give you the leg and take it away. That's what he just did right there.
That's what he did, man.
Giving my age away here, sir. At the 12-yard line.
All right, let's
Give up the middle with a flag down, bolting off left guard. That was Tucci.
we have a procedure penalty here for moving forward.
Illegal motion on the offense.
Illegal motion.
5-yard penalty, 1st and 15.
That'll bring up a first down and 15. Ball marked at the 18-yard line of Cherokee. Slot to the right side. The rest of the team is tight. Power eye formation. Off play action, rolling right is Noah. Still looking, continues to look, now just lobs it and completes it. And there's another penalty down.
Did he cross the line of scrimmage when he threw that?
Must have been, as the flag came out right after he threw it. Both the receiver and the defender on that great hit there were kind of shaken up.
Yeah, it's good. Good timing. He wants to keep his head up and keep safe.
I mean, that might be the call, but he wasn't even close.
That's twice in a row. But they declined the penalty off the incompletion.
Ineligible receiver downfield, declined, 2nd down and 15. trainer's bag must have opened up. Like all
So
of the
second out and 15.
So, you got him?
Nicholas Cavatillo was the injured player, but he seems to be okay, heading to the sideline.
Well, they've certainly faced teams with more talent than Cherokee, but they may not have faced teams with more will or more fight than Cherokee.
Second out and 15 from the 18 of Cherokee. Noel with the snap, looking to throw again. Great protection, no one near him. Now he's going to take it himself to the 10-yard line and bump out of bounds inside the 10 at the 9-yard line.
What's the flag? There's another flag in the back field.
This is holding against St. Joe's. So that
Hopefully
one's
they'll take him back this time, Timmy. Oh, from the spot of the foul, even further. Okay.
So on this drive of late, anyway, they've made a number of mistakes, penalty-wise.
With the stop here, you can say Cherokee may have survived the onslaught in the beginning, and maybe with a field goal to take it into half, they have a chance.
They will receive the second half kickoff. Ball moved back outside the 35 to the 37-yard line. Second and 34. They need the 4 for a first. Noel. Great protection again.
Rail pattern.
Deep down the center of the field, and this one is incomplete.
Deep pass to the end zone, broken up by Caden Birdie.
That was Birdie defending.
Nice
And
pass.
He's got good size, too.
Yeah. Good defense, but he's able to turn it out and drop it right in. I mean, you got to be able to slow it down a little bit and get it at its highest point. If you wait for it to drop down in your hands, then the defense will be able to make a play on that. So
here's a player down for Cherokee as they're out to attend him. It's 20-7. Cherokee on the short end. At Rostelli Market Fresh, they are driven by a passion for great food. Food you can feel good about eating, good about buying, and good about serving to your family. At their family market, Rostelli's #1 priority is high quality and fresh products, as well as your favorite brands at prices you will love. Check out all of their fresh offerings, from meat, seafood, produce, and delicatessen to wine and spirits, bakery, prepared foods, and even more. At Rostelli Market Fresh in Marlton and Deptford, they hope you will enjoy their products and offerings as much as they enjoy bringing it to you. Matt Ellis, the injured Cherokee player, being helped off. So now third down and 34. And when you have the luxury of having a player like Estemy is that you can keep it conservative, throw him a short pass, and he can take it to the house.
you mean like he's done twice already?
Like that.
Yeah, like he's, yes.
Noel with the snap. All sorts of time to throw the football. Over the middle, incomplete. Throwing it behind the intended receiver. That was Justin Mucci. He had found a dead spot in that zone at their playing zone, and he was really wide open, but the pass not accurate.
Now you see, regardless of the team and the talent level, if you're out of your comfort zone, you know, your level of success, your chances for success are decreased. I mean, even then. I mean, there's no harm here running a fake punt, but if you can pin them down and hold them with a good corner punt right here, you might be able to get the ball back in scoring position.
Birdie is back. That is 5. Casco to kick it. End over end variety. Birdie calls for the fair catch at the 13-yard line. And another punt that is actually received and caught, making my broadcast partner extremely pleased. And of course, I think a lot goes into what kind of punt it is. I mean, if you kick one that's line drive or to the left or to the right of the punt receiver, it does make it more difficult to get under it and make the reception, doesn't it?
You're 100% right. I mean, it is. But, you know, from my perspective, from a coaching perspective, if you're a punt returner, catch the punt.
That's all there is to it.
That's it. Don't be a punt returner if you're not going to catch it.
Yeah, if you're not going to catch it, we'll just send 11 instead of putting you back in, right?
I just don't want that, you know, that bounce afterwards, because maybe that would have hit and they would have been at the 1. Now they have operating room. They can run the regular offense. It's a big difference.
Bartram gets the call, cuts up field on the jet sweep and picks up excellent yardage on first down. Pick up of nearly 5 yards for Bartram.
I'll tell you what, they run if they get a first down here and they run a play with motion on 2, they're going to get them to jump. Because they've been going on 1 for a while now. They haven't changed up the count in a while.
Pick up of 4, second down and 6 from the 19-yard line. Set up and trips to the left side. Off right guard, not much there at all.
You know, it's that would counteract that aggressiveness that they're getting in the backfield. You get a little motion or a shift, and you just no play on 2, timeout. You can burn 1.
That'll bring up third down and close to 7. Loss of a yard there.
Now, St. Joe's needs to send them and send a message and squash this drive from right here.
Yeah, they would have plenty of time if they were able to get the ball back to score again. Osborne getting rushed, throws to the right sideline, too high. Intended for Birdie at the 28-yard line. Would have had to be a perfect pass there for him to make the reception.
Yeah, I mean, it's out of bounds is one thing, but out of bounds is high is not really acceptable. It's a corner, it's a comeback pattern. You're supposed to lead him before he breaks, but that's the, I don't know, 3rd or 4th pass that's been high.
Trey Watkins will receive it. Stands at his own 45-yard line. Fitzpatrick to kick it from his 5-yard line, so they should get good field position off this punt. High, not deep at all. Going to bounce down at the 40-yard line, get a Cherokee roll, and it's going to be down just inside the midfield line at the 49-yard line. So the Green Knights will set up in great position here with 5 minutes and 21 seconds left till halftime. Plenty of time for them to score. But then again, probably plenty of time for Cherokee to get the ball back and score as well if they're able to hold them here.
I mean, we haven't had a turnover yet, have we?
No, we have not.
Not putting the commentator's curse on anybody, but it's just something I've noticed.
At their 49-yard line, leading at 20-7. St. Joseph Montvale. Tucci in motion, gets the swing pass to the left side, and that's incomplete.
Pick it up, might be a lateral.
Yeah, gotta
pick it up. You always pick that up.
Incomplete pass brings up a 2nd and 10 for the Green Knights.
Off the incompletion, taking a page out of Cherokee's book there with the swing to the flat.
Yeah, I mean, you said it. Out of Cherokee's book and not their own book, which is what Cherokee wants them to do.
2nd and 10 from the 49. Slot to the left. Quick pitch over the middle. This one is incomplete, intended for Robinson, but again, Birdie was there to knock it free.
It's just amazing for Edame. he's a one-way player. He plays just offense, and the number of plays he's not in on offense. It's just it's amazing.
And that's interesting too, Sam, because so many times you talk about the cornerback or safety not really being there for the receiver, being on the receiver, but it's also important to see a really good defensive back knocking the ball away after it comes in.
Yes. And that lasted for a few plays, by the way. So that hit, the next pattern you run, you're going to look a little left, look a little right to see where he is.
Toss intended for James Morrison, that big tight end again. It was incomplete, so certainly Cherokee has been doing a lot better job defensively against this St. Joe's offense.
I wouldn't buy this punt for $1. I would have a safe defense out there, one man deep.
Erdy is back to receive it.
He's the backup. There you go.
Tasco to kick from his 34-yard line. Low snap. The kick is blocked. It's picked up by Cherokee to the 25-yard line.
They saw something. They found the gap.
Low snap results in a Cherokee block punt recovered by number 53.
Kenneth Alwine making the recovery.
They stuck right in the B gap right there, Tony, and they were getting straight ahead.
The Chiefs will take over on downs at the 26-yard line. First and 10.
So Cherokee with an opportunity right here. 4 minutes, 55 seconds left till halftime to cut the gap, and don't forget they received the second half kickoff as well.
They need to do two things here, Tony. Run the clock out and get a minimum a field goal.
Trips to the left side. Osborne, the double reverse. Now here's the gadget, the throw, the flea flicker, and the intended receiver is pulled down. That's Bartram.
Yep.
That's going to be pass interference. Peter Schultz.
And to his defense, it's not a touchdown. So, it's a penalty, but, he prevented that score. So, what great timing on that call. What a great time to call it. Again, we talked about it earlier. They have seen talent, but they haven't seen as much fight.
Ball's going to be placed down just outside the 10-yard line at the 13-yard line. The first down for the Chiefs.
They just hit the flat up top, Tony, and they can walk in.
Osborne checking out the sideline. Looking to his right, communicating to his offense what the play is going to be here, probably changing from what they originally had called. Osborne sets, throws to the right side, complete at the 10-yard line and knocked down immediately.
Okay.
That was Birdie again on the reception.
Right. Which is a tough pass to catch, knowing you're coming back into those linebackers. I would have liked to see him run a in, back out in the flat. He could turn the corner and hit the pylon. Same as St. Joe's did.
Pickup of 3, 2nd and 7 from the 9. Again, Osborne checks for the brain trust on the sideline to get the play. Double slot formation. Again, back to pass. Sets, throws over the middle. This one's caught for the touchdown. That's Birdie. We've seen him do that all season long. Lots of times we see him on the fade. Here, cutting into the center. And the good pass by Osborne, and he was open.
They went back to their base defense. They were 6 yards off, and it's like practice. If you're going to line up where we expect you to line up and drop where we expect you to drop, we're going to run a pattern. We expect to run it. They're going to have to do more than just the base.
Fitzpatrick to attempt. Snap in the boot, and it's good.
It's good. 14-20.
So now 20-14 as Cherokee has closed the gap after falling behind 20-0. The Mark McKenna team has nearly 3 decades of experience in Burlington and Camden counties with 12 licensed team members. Technology and personal service have made the Mark McKenna team the top producing group in the region. They've always called Marlton home. The Mark McKenna team has more than 700 5-star reviews on Zillow and is succeeding safely at the highest level throughout the pandemic. Be sure to visit markmckennateam.com and call Mark at 856-983-0704 for any of your real estate needs. So 4 minutes left in this first half of play. Going to get you caught up on the scores in just a moment.
He needs to get this into the end zone. Don't give them a return.
Fitzpatrick will kick it. High. Going to be taken at the 15-16 yard line, cutting to his left, now back to his right. Going to be nailed at the 29 yard line. That was Christian Abraham. Couldn't get caught up on some of the scores around South Jersey. Paulsboro leads Salem in the second quarter, 15-7. Haddon Township 30, Princeton 6, that's a final. Haddon Heights 21, Sterling 21 of the fourth. Audubon 42, Gloucester Catholic 13, Pensgrove 14, Highland 7 of the second. And at 2 p.m. it's Triton at Pensauken. Here's the give to Estimate. Estimate breaking tackles across the 35 to the 38-yard line. You know, Sam, we really haven't seen a lot of him in the second quarter compared to what he was doing in the first.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out the substitution or his rotation. I don't know, keep him fresh for the whole game. I'm not sure what's going on, but I would run him until, his little legs fell off. I mean, he'd have 40 yards if it was up to me, but they know what they're doing.
Pickup of 9 yards, second and a yard. Gets the call again to the left side. Across the 40 to the 41-yard line for the first down.
The Knights are able to pick up the yardage for the first down.
We did see him in the screen, picked up a big chunky yardage, but I mean from the line of scrimmage, not much.
So now you have them doing the smart thing, going back to the horse, which now Cherokee's tackling like they wish they would have in the first 10 minutes of the game. So it's tight formation, you got to expect something exploding out.
And he gets the call, breaks a tackle at the line of scrimmage, continues driving to the 49-yard line, and very, very difficult to bring down.
I mean, he's just so good that's a good play. He's that good.
Pickup of 8 yards, maybe 8.5. Second down, we'll call it 2. What they want to do here, I'm sure, Sam, is to obviously score, but also score with taking all the clock off.
Right. But these aren't, you would think they're 7-yard plays, but with him, any one could have been a touchdown. So, I mean, these are all big-time scoring plays.
Here he is again, hurdles the tackle, cuts to his left, cuts back to his right. He's going to take it the distance, 10 and 5, and touchdown.
Couldn't get it out of my mouth. He's different.
S time in the middle for a Green Knights touchdown.
It's interesting, Sam. You hear a reputation of somebody when they're coming in to play, and you're doing a game like we are, and you say, "Okay, let's check this guy out." Well, we've checked him out, and he's the real deal. Would you say?
A little bit. I dare I say the reputation is not as good as he is. I mean, he's better than advertised.
Tasco to kick it. 26-14. The kick is good.
The extra point is good. The Green Knights extend their lead.
So with 1:54 left in this first half of play, the Green Knights extend 27-14 over Cherokee. Evesham Mortgage is your hometown leader, committed to finding you the right mortgage product for your needs. Evesham Mortgage offers a full menu of mortgage options because they understand that every borrower is different. With more than 50 years in the business, they make the process of securing a mortgage simple and straightforward. Visit eveshammortgage.com or call their trained professionals at 856-985-9944 to lock in your savings. Evesham Mortgage in Plaza 70 on East Route 70 in Marlton, preparing you for generations to come. We don't have the statistics right here, Sam, but he scored on 3 runs, all of which are approximately 50 yards. That's 3 carries for 150 right there.
It might help your average a little bit.
Here's the boot. Taken by Cherokee. Along the right sideline, room, and knocked down at the 37-yard line. Opara with a return at a nice one.
So you have to make a decision for the second half. I would say put everybody up, take Estimate out, let Robinson and the tight end try and beat you. You can't keep, that's demoralizing the way he ran over them like that. So you make someone else beat you.
So Cherokee with 1 minute and 46 seconds left in this first half of play have another opportunity.
They have all 3 timeouts.
Double slot. Osborne sets, throws deep to the left side. This one is caught at the 42-yard line. That's Opara making the reception. He used his body, Sam, to shield off the defender, much like a rebounder in basketball.
It's funny how things change. When that ball is in the air, it's not Cherokee and St. Joe's Montvale. It's one player against another player, 2 teenagers going head to head. Anything can happen at that point.
Double slot formation. Big play on first down. The ball now at the 43-yard line. Osborne sets, throws to the right side. This one's complete to Boria. Boria thrown back, but regains his balance and knocked out of bounds inside the 40 at the 39-yard line. So good job there of making the reception and then fighting through the tackle. Timeout on the field.
They're aggressive. This is hitch and go time with the next 2 or 3 plays. You give it a little hitch, let them break, pump fake, and go up top.
So timeout on the field with the score once again, 27-14. St. Joe's. Our local title insurance and settlement services agency, Foundation Title, is proud to be a sponsor of Cherokee football. Whether you're purchasing your first home or refinancing your mortgage, Foundation Title is here to help you every step of the way. With an experienced staff of over 180 employees, they're focused on providing customers with excellent service while ensuring secure, timely, and accurate transactions. 12 offices located throughout the state of New Jersey, so you're never far from the expertise of Foundation Title. If you're purchasing a property, be sure to use New Jersey's #1 title agency, Foundation Title. Follow them on social media and visit their website, foundationtitle.com today. Foundation Title, something to build on. Second down and 7 for the Chiefs, trailing at 27-14. From the 40 of St. Joe's. Again, the double slot. Here's Osborne. Quick throw to the right side, and this one is
They're setting him up.
Complete.
Tony, they're setting him up.
31.
It's coming. You have timeouts, quick quarterback sneak, or something quick out in the flat, and the hitch and go is coming.
Complete to Birdie. That'll bring up a third and a long one. Under center again is Osborne. Again, he's going to attempt the quarterback sneak. And that's going to be real close from where the officials are coming in. It does not appear, at least from the far side, that he made it, but let's see what they rule.
Timeout Cherokee.
Cherokee, that is, calls a timeout to stop the clock. Sivo by Iliano is a family-owned Italian restaurant at Merchants Way in Marlton. They serve great pizza, but Sivo isn't an everyday pizzeria. They're a full, upscale takeout restaurant. At Sivo, they take into consideration your ever-so-hectic schedule with one goal in mind, to provide you with quality Italian dining at home, at work, or on the go. Ask about how they can help make your next event memorable with their catering options. Call Sivo 856-574-4963 and order online as well. Sivo by Iliano.com. So it's going to be 4th down. Looks from where they marked it, Sam, that he lost a little bit there on that quarterback sneak.
Yeah, he either got the line of scrimmage or lost about a yard because they were stout up front.
Big play here for both teams, but especially for Cherokee, down 27-14. 4th and about a yard and a half. Double slot.
Big play.
Osborne takes the snap. Osborne throws to the left side deep, and that one is short. And they're going to call interference again on O'Para. Really didn't need to do that. The ball was thrown short, but I guess you don't really know that when you're playing.
Right. I mean, you should have thrown the ball a little earlier or a little further, but with a well-thrown ball, I see why he did it. But now, like you said, with that ball, which you couldn't tell if it was on target or not. So you got a guy that's a little twitchy out there. You know, you might not be able to beat all 11 of them. Like we said before, you can go after one.
I believe they have one timeout left, that right?
Cherokee has one timeout left.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And just 27 seconds left till halftime. The ball is marked right at the 20-yard line of St. Joe's.
Yeah, the play started on the 40.
Osborne sets, throws to the right side. That's complete with a blocker in front. Cuts inside to the 5. Keeps his balance inside the 5 to the 4-yard line. That was Purdy.
For a first down and goal. Ball on the 5-yard line.
Moving the sticks, stops the clock. At the very least, they're going to get 3, but they want 6.
This is interesting. I would have.
Rolling
Flat.
right. Osborne throws to the right side.
There's the flat we talked
to the
about
goal
all day.
line and in for the touchdown.
Wide receiver Mark
Phillips makes the reception and the touchdown.
We had a few groans with the stop the clock before the play, but they knew what they were doing.
So now 27-20. Fitzpatrick to attempt.
So maybe that 2-point attempt by St. Joe's may come back to haunt them and, as we get to the second half.
Just 3 seconds left. They were able to score. And that's big because, remember, as we've been saying, they received the second half kickoff, and they're obviously showing the ability to move the football that they didn't show early on in this game, and also have been playing much better defense as well. So, not saying it's going to be, because they still have no answer for Esney at running back, but as far as running the football themselves, throwing the football, changing their plan schematically, as you said they were going to do to make St. Joe's uncomfortable and make them change, they've done pretty much all you could ask for after that slow start.
And Tony, they have adjustments for second half. They're not going to put them in the first half, so they don't want St. Joe's to be able to adjust to their adjustments. So they have something ready for the second half.
Fitzpatrick will kick it off.
Good squib kick here.
48 points in the first half.
Well, there's only 3 seconds left. (27-21) St. Joe's.
There you go.
And it is just fallen on by St. Joe's.
St. Joe's should fight for a play here because There's no way they took 4 seconds.
Round up to
Jackson Machowski just fell on it. Actually, he just caught the ball and sat down.
Yeah, they should fight for a play here because put it up to Robinson and see if he can do something.
Yeah, well, they are telling the team
Okay.
to go to the sideline,
Yeah.
so that would mean that they are going to get a play.
correction, there'll be 3 seconds on the clock. And a 1st and 10 for the Green Knights.
And it's interesting because when you have a guy like Estime, right? Everybody knows. Well, we think we know. They might go into the victory formation. We don't know, and just kneel down. But when you have a guy like that, it doesn't matter what you play on defense. But he's not in the football game.
So is Robinson in the game?
I'm not seeing Robinson either.
I don't know. It's just me. That's to me. We're running right here. Stranger things have happened.
Absolutely. They give to the left side to Tucci, and Tucci turns the corner along the left sideline, and he's run out of bounds at the 49-yard line, and that will do it. So we've played one half of football. It started out being all St. Joe's of Montvale. They led it 20-0, but it's a lot closer now as Cherokee has come back, trailing it now 27-21. We'll be set for the second half kickoff in just a moment.
Hello, my name is Mark McKenna from Pat McKenna Realtors, and I am the team leader of the Mark McKenna team here in Marlton, New Jersey. I've been selling real estate for 27 years, and our group is the top producing real estate team in the South Jersey area for the last 4 consecutive years. When you hire the Mark McKenna team, we have 3 full-time salary people within the office. We have a listing coordinator, a transaction coordinator, and a director of client services to make sure that you get the proper care from start to finish. You'll deal with really seasoned agents. I have been in the business for 27 years. Bob Grace has been with me for 24 years, and Jeff Amdas for 14 years. So you're getting a ton of experience when you hire the Mark McKenna team. Some of the benefits hiring our team is experience, technology, and negotiating skills. I always tell all my clients it's very easy to put a deal together, but we earn our commission keeping transactions together and getting to the settlement table. That's when our clients are most satisfied. So if you're looking to buy a property in South Jersey, we welcome you to come in and have a buyer consult with our team. Or if you're interested in seeing what the current value of your house is, we would be glad to come out and have an appointment with you and show our strategies and marketing techniques that makes us the top producing team in South Jersey. Hello, my name is Mark McKenna from Pat McKenna Realtors, and I am the team leader of the Mark McKenna team here in Marlton, New Jersey. I've been selling real estate for 27 years, and our group is the top producing real estate team in the South Jersey area for the last 4 consecutive years. When you hire the Mark McKenna team, we have 3 full-time salaried people within the office. We have a listing coordinator, a transaction coordinator, and a director of client services to make sure that you get the proper care from start to finish. You'll deal with really seasoned agents. I have been in the business for 27 years. Bob Grace has been with me for 24 years, and Jeff Amden for 14 years. So you're getting a ton of experience when you hire the Mark McKenna team. Some of the benefits hiring our team is experience, technology, and negotiating skills. I always tell all my clients it's very easy to put a deal together, but we earn our commission keeping transactions together and getting to the settlement table. That's when our clients are most satisfied. So if you're looking to buy a property in South Jersey, we welcome you to come in and have a buyer consult with our team. Or if you're interested in seeing what the current value of your house is, we would be glad to come out and have an appointment with you and show our strategies and marketing techniques that makes us the top producing team in South Jersey.
Welcome back to Cherokee, where the Chiefs are trailing it in this football game 27-21. They fell behind 20-0, Sam Jenkins. And it looked like it was going to be a real long afternoon for the Chiefs. But as you said, they've got a lot of fight. They made adjustments. They were able to stop St. Joe's. More importantly, they were able to score some points, and they really altered their offense, especially playing without Brendan Boria, to what the defense was doing. And as you said, their offense made the defense of St. Joe's change what they wanted to do.
Yeah, I thought at the worst, when it was 20-0 and it looked like Estime was going to score a touchdown every time he had a drink of water, I thought they would fight back. I didn't know if they were going to get back into the game, to be honest. The substituting of Estime and him not being in there all the time, plus the key penalties and some big-time plays by Cherokee got them back into the game. So the fight I thought was going to be there. The getting a point here and there I thought was going to be there, but they even fought back more than I would have assumed in the beginning. Now, like we talked about in the first half, they're going to come out in the second half with adjustments that are just for the second half, so St. Joe's doesn't have a chance to make their counter adjustments. It'll be some offensive plays. It'll be a new blitzes on defense, or maybe some movements. I can't wait to see what that is, but I knew Cherokee was not going to lay down, and every team that's played St. Joe's has been able to score on them. So we'll see what happens. It should be interesting.
And of course, I'm sure that St. Joe's, like Cherokee, also going to make some adjustments. They all do at halftime. Now, of course, we know what they have been doing very well. Estimate right, estimate left, as they say. But he's just been outstanding. Scored 3 touchdowns, averaging 50 yards per touchdown run. He's just been an incredible sight to see. He is all of what they said he is and more. So I guess the big thing for Cherokee is just to not let him gash them the way he's been doing in this first half of play.
Yeah, if he's going to get those yards, make him earn them, 7 yards at a time, and, wear him down. Just don't let him have the 50, 60, 70-yard runs.
Opara's deep for Cherokee. Tasco will kick it away. And the second half is underway. Good kick, and Opara just going to watch it sail over his head into the end zone, and he'll start out at their own 20-yard line.
Offense will take over at the 20-yard line, 1st and 10.
What do they want? They want a nice, long, sustained drive. Even more than a big play. Even more than a big play.
They're senior and a junior at Cherokee right now, and they're friends with them on that.
So Cherokee comes in with just one loss. That, of course, last time out against Lenape in a tremendous football game. come out in the slot formation to the right and left side being stacked. Here's Osborne. Quick pitch to the right side is complete, but for a loss.
Osborne's pass is caught by number 9.
That was Johnson on the reception, but great defense. He was right there on the flat, and that might have been one of their adjustments because they've been killing him with the flat.
Let me tell you what, they're never far away on defense. I mean, they do all game long. They've done a good job to, if they're not there, to rallying to where they need to be. So, effort defensively for St. Joe's has been there.
They do give him an advancement of 1 yard, and now crossing the line of scrimmage too early was Logan Rivera, and that's going to cost him 5 yards.
It's not in their wheelhouse. They haven't, done it all game long, timing it up. So,
Penalty. 2nd and 4 for the Chiefs.
2nd and 4, sorry, Sam.
no, I was just going to say advantage Cherokee now.
In the double slot. Johnson in the backfield with Osborne. Here's the snap. Give to Johnson. He fumbles the football, but it's fallen on by Cherokee. Knocked free, but fortunately for Cherokee, that was Toner on the spot.
Chiefs will have a 3rd and 6.
That's going to bring up a 3rd and 6. And Sam, when you see a quarterback move the running back from the right side to the left side, why is he doing that?
Well, the easy answer is if he's lined up wrong, but he could be adjusting the play because, it's a play that go left or right depending on the front. And then he just get the better angles on the blocks for the hole.
Okay, Opara in motion to the left side, gets the call, gets the reception, and he's knocked down right at the 30-yard line. Depending on the spot, he may or may not have the first down.
2 immediate observations. St. Joe's has probably had a light talking to in the locker room to pick up their intensity, and Cherokee is much more accurate with their passing right now. They can go with the inside run, even if it only gets a couple yards, just to keep them honest.
So they do pick up the first down to keep the drive alive.
So they got the call from the sideline, then they put the back where they need them, either for protection or for the run.
Bartram in motion with a jet sweep, but not much there as he's hit right at the 30-yard line. No gain at all.
Ball is handed off to number 4, Ty Bartram on a sweep.
Bring up a 2nd and 10 for the Chiefs.
I don't see I'm waiting for the hitch and go or the play off of that. The naked quarterback run this way. They have options. They've left themselves a number of options to run off these plays.
Double slot for the Chiefs, 2nd down and 10 from the 30. Resetting the receivers. Osborne sets. Osborne throws to the right side, and no penalty on the play, I don't believe. Receiver seemed to just fall down, losing his feet. They've had a couple of pass interference calls against St. Joe's in this game thus far.
Yeah, but it was the right corner. If they're going to attack a corner and hope for that call, it should have been down here.
That'll bring up 3rd and 10 from the 30. Big play here for the Chiefs. Keep the drive alive. Double slot formation for Osborne. An empty backfield, actually trips to the right. And you could see that Logan Rivera was making the illegal procedure call for the referees, and they said, yeah, you're right. We're going to call that.
Appreciate the help.
It'll be a 5-yard penalty.
That moves the ball back to the 25-yard line, and that makes 3rd down all the more difficult for the Chiefs.
Yeah, there's not a play that they have in their arsenal for this. What they can do is take the safety away with a crossing route and isolate this corner over here with a corner or a comeback or something.
Trips to the right side. Osborne back to pass. Osborne being rushed. Osborne under pressure. Throws on the run. And it completes the pass. But unfortunately, Opara had his momentum taken out of bounds, or else he might have had some room up the sideline, but it's going to be short of the first down.
Yeah, like I said, there's no play for that. It's a slow developing play to get deep enough downfield.
And there is a St. Joe's player who he's shaken up, tending to him now. As they do that, we want to tell you about Rostelli Market Fresh. They're driven by a passion for great food. Food you can feel good about eating, good about buying, and good about serving to your family. At their family market, Rostelli's #1 priority is high quality and fresh products, as well as your favorite brands at prices that you will love. Actually, the player was a Cherokee player, but he's fine as he walks off the field. Get back to that in a moment. Check all their fresh offerings from meat, seafood, produce, delicatessen, wine, spirits, bakery, prepared foods, and more at Rostelli's Market Fresh. Marlton and Deptford. And this one nearly blocked. They might have gotten a piece of it. No penalty on the play, so they didn't rough the kicker. And they're going to have excellent field position at the 46-yard line of Cherokee. They hope you will enjoy their products and offerings as much as they enjoy bringing them to you at Rostelli Market Fresh.
I don't know if they have how big a theater department is at Cherokee, but they need to give the punter a little acting lessons. He should have fallen down and tried to get a call.
So St. Joe's opens for business at the 46-yard line of Cherokee, already leading at 27-21. Slot to the left side. Different looking setup here. Estamine to the left side. Estamine cuts right, now back the other way. He's got the first down, and a great tackle, open field variety, or else he might have had more.
Yeah, first of all, the down block with the left guard and tackle was like a earth-moving machine right there. And they just gave him a little dip inside and tried to run around him. Good open field tackle.
Still a first down for Estamine. Slap to the right side. Gets the call again, looking to sweep the right side. He's going to be run out of bounds just inside the 30 at the 29-yard line. And you can see the way he runs, he kind of paces himself. He slows down when he's looking for a block, and right there you saw as he approached the sideline, just slowed down.
Sometimes the absence of an event shows talent. He really does a good job of holding onto the ball tight to his body. And he doesn't switch it unnecessarily, and that's going to reduce the number of fumbles he has. I mean, they're trying to poke at it, or they should be trying to poke at it, but there's not much there.
2nd and 3 from the 29 of Cherokee. Again, Estamine off left guard. He's met in the hole, but still picks up a couple to the 26-yard line. Appears to be just shy of the first down.
He's met with a number of Cherokee defenders.
That'll bring up a 3rd and 1 for the Green Knights. Already leading at 27-21. Sure, this is going to be 4-down territory if they don't pick it up here. Estamine gets the call.
We didn't get it. Oh, wait a minute. Different spot.
Looks like he did pick it up.
The Green Knights get just enough for the first
And again,
down.
you can see that forward lean as they hit him
They'll
along
have 1st and 10.
the lower legs, and he just falls forward and picks up the first down. He's so big, he's 6'1", 215. It's tough. Right at the 25-yard line for St. Joe's. They continue the drive here.
Reverse counter.
Inside counter to Justin Mucci.
Ball's handed off to number 12.
So a little trickery there, but works well.
it's almost, you know, the benefit of the trickery still doesn't equal Estime getting the ball. There's no play that's equal to him running the ball.
Pick up 5 on first down, inside the 20 to the 19-yard line. So we're seeing a little bit of diversification here, although Estime has really been getting the bulk of the work on this drive, as he did to open up the game. Here's the jet sweep to the left side.
There you go.
Great tackle at the line of scrimmage, maybe picked up a couple. Getting the call was Shafi Yassin Spahn, but didn't have much room. Picked up maybe a couple. Is going to bring up a 3rd and 3.
3rd and 4.
Third and 3. Slot to the right side. They shift out, moving the tight end. And the tight end, I believe, just lifted up slightly, and that's going to cost him 5 yards.
Yep, that's the difference between an easy.
Still 3rd down. That'll back the Golden Knights up 5 yards.
False start.
Great 3rd and 8.
So 3rd, we'll call it 8. 27-21. St. Joe's on top of Cherokee. 4:57 left in this 3rd quarter of play. Empty backfield. Noel sets, throws to the right side. This one is incomplete. He had him for a touchdown, but just off the fingertips of Shafi Yassin Spahn at the 5-yard line. So they're going to, it appears, go for the field goal here. He's hit 2 field goals, has Tasco. His longest being 36. This one going to be from the 30-yard line, so that would make it a 40-yard attempt. This would be his longest of the season. Mucci to hold. The angle is to the right. Boot is good.
That's good.
Sebastian Casco's kick is good for 3 points for the Green Knights.
So the 40-yard field goal by Casco.
Our score is 30-21. Green Knights.
That makes it 30-21 for St. Joe's. The Mark McKenna team has nearly 3 decades of experience in Burlington and Camden counties with 12 licensed team members. Technology and personal service have made the Mark McKenna team the top producing group in the region. They've always called Marlton home. The Mark McKenna team has more than 700 5-star reviews on Zillow and is succeeding safely at the highest level throughout the pandemic. Be sure to visit markmckennateam.com and call Mark at 856-983-0704 for any of your real estate needs. So Tasco right back to it, kicking off here. High sailing kick. That one through the end zone. So he has got a very strong leg.
Will take over at their own 20-yard line.
So they really have talent in all phases of the game. The punter, which is also Tasco, averages 45, which is really good for high school. And you just saw him connect on a 40-yard field goal and kick the ball through the end zone.
Yeah, he's just going to get stronger and more consistent, you know, as he goes to college and perfects his craft.
So Cherokee with another opportunity from their 20-yard line. Double slot formation for the Chiefs. Osborne puts Opara in motion. Back to pass, throws deep to the left sideline, and this one is
That's a heck of a
incomplete. I mean, they're looking for the flag there, but he was, I mean, Bartram, I don't know what you saw there, Sam, but it appeared there was a cornerback on one side and the safety coming over from the other side, and there was no call.
No, he had his hand on him, but he got his head around and he's, his favorite play. That was more of a athletic catch than any type of penalty. He should have swatted his hand away to try and get a call.
Brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Bartram peels to the right side. Rolling right is Osborne. Osborne throws on the run, and this one is incomplete. Receiver falling down, no call. Defending on the play was Christian Abraham. So here, if they don't pick it up, in danger of a 3 and out.
Yeah, with all passing and literally no time taken off the clock. I mean, I get what they're doing, but if you want to challenge this corner, put up for slant them, double move them.
Trips to the left side. Osborne with a punt. Now Osborne throws deep to the right side. It's incomplete. And this time there is a flag that comes in on Jalen Wade.
That was a double move.
Yeah, he looked like he was using the arm to restrict the ability of the receiver to go after the ball.
Yeah, he just didn't go for the double move and just jammed him way too deep. But when I said double move, I want him to put his foot in the ground, stop, turn, and spin back around and go. That was a half-hearted double move.
Considering they only needed 10, it should be first.
So this is at least the 3rd pass interference call against the Green Knights, and it's going to give Cherokee a first down there. They had a 3rd and 10 opportunity for St. Joe's to get him off the field, and they pick up the first down via the penalty.
Tony, you got some handsy corners out here. You got to make them pay. I mean, you keep going.
They give off right guard to the 34-yard line. That was Johnson, picked up 3, maybe 4. 4 they give him on first down, so 2nd and 6. Good gain on first.
Now instead of a hitch and go, you can do a slant and go. You keep making those guys pay.
I don't want to say any numbers. That's at 56-yard line.
It's so hard.
Approaching 3 minutes, 40 seconds left here in this 3rd quarter. Under pressure, that's Osborne. Just had to get rid of it, and it was incomplete. The receiver was O'Para at the 42-yard line, but he just had to let fly because he was under heavy heat.
It wasn't for the pressure he was under. It wasn't that bad. I mean, he was thrown behind the receiver, but every now and then the receivers have to make a great play, and sometimes the quarterback doesn't make a great pass.
One of the adjustments they seem to have made is they said they wanted to put pressure using their base defense, but they seem like they're sending some people to get more pressure.
You see that, right? Everything has changed when it's a little serious.
3rd and 6. Osborne off left guard and spinning away as Johnson has the first down, continues driving to the 45-yard line. So Johnson providing somewhat of a spark here at the running back position with the absence of Brandon Burria.
Yeah, I just don't know what the thinking was, saying we could just sit in base defense against Cherokee and that's going to work.
First down at the 45. Osborne sets, good protection, throws deep to the left side, and this one is caught by O'Para at the 25-yard line, and he's knocked down at the 21. Right there was just a case of the defensive back, that being Watkins, jumping too early, and the ball just falling right into the hands of the intended receiver, O'Para, who was in back of him by about a yard, but excellent play there.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like when they're tested, the D-backs are coming up a little bit short. Either they're handsy or they're mistiming. I mean, you might have something here. You might have a little Achilles heel on their defense. The secondary looks a little suspect. Good move.
There's Johnson looking for the hole. Started out to his left, then turned upfield and picked up 4 on first down. So they got to be pleased. 4 on first down. That's good.
Come on.
Are the chains usually right up against the sideline?
you keep testing these DBs that they keep coming up short.
At the 17, rolling to his right under heavy pressure as Osborne throws on the run. This one is caught
Out of bounds
by Johnson, but incomplete.
The official threw his hat. Went out of bounds.
Good play there by Osborne just to get it away as he was under heavy pressure, able to spin away to his left and let fly, but out of bounds.
Their next play from their playbook, Tony, should be no play timeout or just going to. Because right now, St. Joe's is bringing it. Like you said, they're bringing 5 and 6-man pressures. Stop all that. Just get your easy first down with an offsides and then load up.
The call on the field is illegal participation, which is a penalty on the Chiefs.
Well, there's a penalty against the Chiefs for illegal participation. Does that mean too many men on the field, or?
I thought if you're the first person to touch the ball,
Back in and caught the ball.
yeah. So
Okay.
The ball, it's not a big deal.
Okay. So that was the call on the field. He went out of bounds, came back, and caught it. First to
person
touch
to
it.
touch the ball, yeah.
Mhm.
Second and long for the Chiefs.
Which, man, that's a really tough penalty. I say don't give them the play like a violation, but 10 yards is.
Yeah.
We're gonna say don't make a great effort because you don't know your left foot may have grazed the sideline. That's tough.
Yeah, especially since it's 10 yards, you would think it would be a 5-yard
Yeah.
walk-off for that type of
Right.
infraction, but the 10-yard walk-off. Here's Osborne. Under heavy pressure, throws to the left side, looking for the screen. Complete, but then a marker is down.
Pushing the block in the back, it looks like, maybe, I don't know. But you see they're coming. The screen is, obviously a good anti-blitz call, but so is going on too.
Janaz Williams makes the stop for St. Joe's. So if this is against Cherokee, which it appears that it is, this impressive drive is really going backwards.
Yeah. They're reacting to St. Joe's aggressiveness rather than trying to negate it.
And they decline the penalty, but they'd rather take the down than the penalty.
Now they're going to sit back in the zone and you lose your ability to draw them off sides.
3rd and 21.
No, he gained 6 yards on the play.
Looks more to me, if that stick is right, that it's more like 3rd and 16.
The safety is way over in the middle. You have this corner. Okay, run. Keep running.
Osborne throws across his body, and the question is, did it hit the turf or did he make the catch? He made the catch at the 12-yard line.
I think I was the closest person to the quarterback there. He could have run that in.
He put it at the 13, but he caught it at the 10.
So now 4th down and a little more than a yard for Cherokee.
The Chiefs have a 4th down and a yard.
1:20 left in the 3rd.
Broken record. You have a double slant on the right with quarterback sweep.
So not going with the quarterback sneak here, looking to draw him off sides, at least the first couple of chants. Now Osborne does move up under center. He's 1 for 2 with the quarterback sneaks, and now timeout called by Cherokee. They want to talk it over.
Timeout taken by Cherokee.
45 seconds left in the 3rd. 30-21, St. Joe's. Evesham Mortgage is your hometown leader, committed to finding you the right mortgage product for your needs. Evesham Mortgage offers a full menu of mortgage options because they understand every borrower is different. With more than 50 years in the business, they make the process of securing a mortgage simple and straightforward. Visit eveshammortgage.com or call their trained professionals at 856-985-9944 to lock in your savings. Evesham Mortgage in Plaza 70 on East Route 70 in Marlton, preparing you for generations to come. Catching you up on some scores again. Hallsboro in the 4th leads Salem 15-13, Pennsgrove 26, Highland 15 in the 3rd, Triton and Pennsauken no score in the first. Haddon Township 30, Princeton 6 a final. Haddon Heights 42, Sterling 27 a final. And Audubon 49, Gloucester Catholic 17, that also a final.
If it was 4th and 8.
4th and 1.
And it's only a yard.
Bartram resets. Osborne throws to the right flat. All alone as Bartram has the catch, and he's inside the 5-yard line to the 3-yard line. They've been living off those kind of plays the entire game, Sam.
No answer for the flat. They're just gonna stick with what they do. Just like they're bringing a heavy package here. Interesting. Or if they would play action, it would be wide open.
At the 2, Osborne under center. The toss. Bartram again cuts back. Does not get in as he's hit right at the 2-yard line of scrimmage.
See, that's not a play that's been there all day. If you're going to have a power eye, you run it to the power eye side, you slip the fullback out in the flat, and you just toss it over. That's there. Quarterback sneak is there. They're going to take it to the 4th.
So we've completed 3. St. Joe's continues to lead it. They've led all game. They're up 30-21. Our local title insurance and settlement services agency, Foundation Title, is proud to be a sponsor of Cherokee football. Whether you're purchasing your first home or refinancing your mortgage, Foundation Title is here to help you every step of the way. With an experienced staff of over 180 employees, they're focused on providing customers with excellent service while ensuring secure, timely, and accurate transactions. With 12 offices located throughout the state of New Jersey, you are never far from the expertise of Foundation Title. If you're purchasing a property, be sure to use New Jersey's #1 title agency, Foundation Title. Follow them on social media and visit their website, foundationtitle.com today. Foundation Title, something to build on. In case you missed it from last night, Holy Spirit in the championship of Pod A knocked off Lenape 21-7. DePaul knocked off Ocean City, playing their first game in over a month because of COVID issues, 49-22. St. Joseph Hamilton knocked off Hamilton 13-0, the first time they've played since 2013. And Williamstown, with a goal line stand, knocked off St. Augustine on 2 field goals, 6-0. Here, it's 4th. Osborne back to pass, throws to the left side, all alone, making the reception for the touchdown.
Use the aggressiveness against them. Don't react to it. Utilize it.
That was Darnell Hightower making the reception, and to say that he was all alone would be an understatement.
And that's throwing to a spot, right? You just threw it there, and he knows where he's supposed to be.
The kick.
Ooh.
Good.
Michael Fitzpatrick's kick was good.
So 30-28 now.
30-28.
That makes Cherokee climb to within a field goal to take the lead, which is big, Sam.
It's like a tale of 2 games here. What happened in the first 10 minutes? I don't know. I don't remember. But really, it is what we talked about, Tony, in the beginning. You got St. Joe's going to have their strength, and then Cherokee's going to adjust. And we know we've done enough games together. They're never going to quit. So their average talent levels is below St. Joe's, but it's consistent from start to finish. St. Joe's can blow you out of the water, or they can sit back and fall down.
And then down here, they declined the penalty that would have made it.
So back to receive it.
Yeah.
Abraham and Tucci. Fitzpatrick will kick it away with nearly the entire 4th quarter in front of them.
Let's see if this is going to be another hooch kick in the middle, or I still haven't quite got this yet.
It's an onside kick and heading for the sideline.
That is Cherokee ball, Tony.
It is Cherokee ball, and that was a great play because we didn't see, because we're blocked off, who actually recovered it, but it was so close to the sideline to be able to recover that and stay in bounds was really something.
That's why you always do it to your own sideline. You're never onside to the opponent's sideline. You keep it around your guys in case the officials need some assistance in determining if it's your ball or not.
Well, really, that's the time when an onside kick is going to be most effective. If you're down by 2 with 50 seconds left, hey, we know what you're doing.
Right.
This is the element of surprise, and they did surprise them, and they were able to recover.
There are cheap tricks when your team is down, and then there are strategic tricks like that one. That's scouting and coaching versus the reverse stuff they were doing earlier, which wasn't much.
Double slot formation, the ball at the 49 of St. Joe's. 30-28, in motion is Opara. He gets the swing pass to the left side. They played it well, and they're going to throw him for a loss back to the 45-yard line. So a loss of 6 on the play, and that time I think that St. Joe's played that particular play on offense better than they had the whole game.
Oh, yeah.
2nd and 16 for the Chiefs.
But they're upset right now. They're ready to start flying around, make some plays. I know it sounds like a broken record again. Change the count. Good time for a reverse. Use it against them.
Double slot again for the Chiefs.
You got Mays over here, isolated.
Double slot. Here's Osborne. Throws to the right side for Boria. Boria makes the catch. Tough catch at the 48-yard line, using his size to make the reception, but a good tackle as well by Mays. And you were talking about him against Boria.
3rd and 14.
But still just a couple yard advance on the play. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 14.
They've been living off of pass interference penalties, but they have to make some plays on their own. Unless they determine that they're going to go for it on 4th already, then all they need is 5-7 yards.
Let's see if they bring pressure. Here they are. They're sending people and throwing deep down the center of the field. Boria makes the catch at the 25, and he's going to take it the distance for 49 yards. And you can see the players on the defensive side, especially Logan Rivera, with his hands, his palms up in the air, saying, "What was that?"
Zone coverage, didn't get the call, and that's the Mays that we just mentioned. I hope I didn't put the curse on him, but you see what you see.
34-30 now as Cherokee takes the lead. Talk about a turnaround.
All he does is mouth off every game. He's here every week.
Well, Fitzpatrick will attempt.
He's the penalty he's saying is a terrible call. The unsportsmanlike conduct.
High snap, boot, and it is good. So Cherokee, after trailing it 20-0, on top now, 35-30. Sivo by Iliano is a family-owned Italian restaurant at Merchants Way in Marlton. They serve great pizza, but Sivo isn't an everyday pizzeria. They're a full, upscale takeout restaurant. At Sivo, they take into consideration your ever-so-hectic schedule with one goal in mind: to provide you with quality Italian dining at home, at work, or on the go. Ask about how they can help make your next event memorable with their catering options. Call Sivo 856-574-4963 or order online at sivobyiliano.com. Still 10-13 left in this 4th quarter, so Cherokee has fought all the way back to take a 5-point lead.
But that drive included a couple plays that were held for the second half. One didn't work, but one did. Now you're going to have your onslaught of Estime. He's going to have a couple runs. He may even score. Cherokee's going to need a field goal, and a stop. You're not going to stop him for the rest of the game. He's going to get something. But he's a little desperate. So you tell your players, reach for the ball, poke it out. All right? A little extra shenanigans if you have to get his mind off the game. Do what you got to do to win.
Fitzpatrick with the kick over the heads of both of the receivers, and it's in the end zone. They'll start from their own 20-yard line, trailing it now 35-30. So a little different mindset now. First time they've trailed in the game.
They're out coaching them right now. They're getting out coached. Cherokee's out coaching them right now.
Now the question becomes, Sam, having played the position, when you see defenders starting to poke at the football, does that take away their ability to tackle?
It does, but they can't tackle him anyway, so the balls are good. They haven't been able to stop him from day one, so.
Estime gets the call. He picks up 7 on first down.
And any other time, you're right, I wouldn't, but.
I guess if you have other defenders there tackling the runner, then you can come in if you're a third man and poke at the football, so you can try to get it out.
That's the safe way to do it. Can't play it safe.
The penalty is holding on St. Joe's.
St. Joe's called for holding. That's going to erase the 7-yard advance and force them back.
They're unraveling a little bit here. Now, I would have thought they would have taken more deep shots because we saw them warming up with a lot of deep passes, and we heard that their coach said they're going to, every now and then shoot for a pass downfield. So it might be now.
1st and 20. Throwing to the right side, completion to Robinson. Robinson breaks a tackle. Robinson in a foot race. He's to the midfield line. He's pulling away from Phillips, and he's cleared from behind at the 13-yard line.
That's big.
And that's what you call an effort play, and that's something they'll show the players in the film room. This is how you don't give up on a play.
We're sure that ESPN follow line that can follow him all the way, like Metcalf the other week. Good effort. Robinson is nice pass, nice catch. He is a stud, and he does what studs do.
Yeah, it was 1st and 20, and just that quickly, here's Estime right side. Breaks a tackle, he's to the 6-yard line. Picks up 6 or 7.
It may work to their favor. They can get them down to about 7 minutes here. Go on a 7-minute drive, kick a game-winning field goal, and there you go.
Pickup of 6 yards, making it 2nd and 4. Ball at the 6-yard line.
Have you had a turnover yet?
Estime cuts back, he's to the 5, so picks up just 1.
We got a fumble that was recovered, but you haven't had a turnover, right?
I think you're right. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 3.
Now, instead of running it like they should, I hope they don't try to play action or something different here that's outside their wheelhouse. They have the top running back around. Just use them.
3rd down and a long 2, short 3 for the Green Knights. Trailing it now for the first time, 35-30.
So Robinson's not in, so it's going to be a running play.
Here's Estime with a blocker in front. He's to the goal line, and he is in for the touchdown.
St. Joe's hands off the ball up the middle for a touchdown. Number 2, Audric Estime.
36-35 as we play on the seesaw here. St. Joe's taking the lead again, but the big pass play to Robinson was what set this whole thing up.
Yeah, it wasn't a deep pass and short catch. It was a short pass and long run, but effectively the same thing.
Looks like they're going for 2 here.
Yeah, they have a field goal difference because 1 would only give them a 2-point advantage. This will give them a 3-point. So you almost have to go for 2. Only because they went for 2 earlier.
Noel back to pass, being rushed, rolling to his right. 'right. Still looking, continues to look, and throws, and get it. No good.
2nd
It was incomplete.
It's incomplete. Their two-point conversion attempt is unsuccessful. And our score is St. Joe's 36, Cherokee
Intended
35.
receivers was Safi Yasin Span, but I think the ball hit the turf. And
Yeah.
Incomplete.
I'm going back to that time they went for too early in the game. I just don't understand that one. With the kicker, with the leg, the kicker with a strong leg like they have, they'd be up by 3 with just a PAT.
Yeah, sometimes it's a gut call by the coaches, but Casco to kick it away. Taken at the 2-yard line. Opara hit at the 20-yard line. Looks like he was looking for an opening there, couldn't find it, and then just had nowhere to go.
Taken by number 17.
He's trying to be patient and wait for his blocking, but
Where the Chiefs
just got tripped up.
Marked right at the 20-yard line. Double slot formation for the Chiefs. Osborne, quick toss to the left side, complete to Johnson, cuts upfield across the 30 to the 32, 33-yard line.
Osborne connects with Dante.
Check that, I'm
Johnson,
sorry, 23-yard line.
Where he's able to get up the field.
It takes such
3
restraint
yards.
to keep being patient, and getting those 2 and 3 yard plays because you want to just get it all at once. But they're showing good discipline. It's reflected in the players too. If they're going to give you the flats right here with this alignment, that's outside release on Hayes and take the speed out.
Osborne throws over the middle. This one is incomplete.
That's incomplete. 3rd and 7 for the Chiefs.
It's going to be 3rd down now for the Chiefs. It's headed for Birdie. Trips to the right side. For the Chiefs, under center is Osborne. A bit of a surprise here on a 3rd and 7. Now he's going to shift back out to the shotgun. Communicating with Johnson, the running back.
Press coverage up top.
Johnson peels to the right side. He gets the swing pass. They come up quickly, and I think that he might have been looking downfield at the 2 closing defenders, taking his eye off the ball.
No, we do have to give the defense credit. They're always, if they're not there, they're coming in a hurry. And that was the effect of that pursuit right there. Even if he caught it, he wasn't going to make more than a couple yards. So that was a defensive stop just by proximity.
Trey Watkins now drops back to receive it. Fitzpatrick to kick it from his 9-yard line.
There's they're estimating on punt return. Why are they doing that?
It's Watkins, I believe. Oh,
Number 2, we'll caution right past the Chiefs.
okay.
And the
So he
Golden
was
Knights will take
Is
up,
that-
was up.
yeah.
31.
Oh, maybe he can block too. I don't know. He knew everything
With
else.
the moves he has, how about that? I never thought about that. That's right. I thought I was just saying it wrong, and I was like, that's bizarre. But
Bigger, better Seneca.
So they'll start from their own 31-yard line, leading it by the barest of margins, 36-35. Check that, 7:06 left in this 4th quarter of play. Tight end moves to become another blocker. Estimating with a carry, picks up 2, maybe 3. Pick up 3 on first down. Slot formation to the left side for St. Joe's. Here's Estimate. Cutting it back to his left, across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
He takes it for about 4 yards.
Like I said, you can't stop everything.
The Green Knights will have a
Double up Robinson. Blitz the B gaps for Estime and live with it.
Noel, the quarterback, getting instructions as he trots back from the sideline. Tight formation. Off play action. He's going to roll to his right. He's got a blocker in front, and he's going to get the first down. So something we haven't seen a lot of it at all in this game, and they bring it out here, and he picks up the first down.
Yeah, I mean, that's good job by him. That's a backbreaker. They kind of had everything else bottled up, although they had one receiver down by himself. Good decision. Keep the clock running, run the game out. This is one of the hardest drives in football here.
They place it down at the 44-yard line. Estime gets the call. Estime cuts back to his left, breaks a tackle. He's out in the open field inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. He just bounces off people.
He just feels it, you know. He sees it, and he sees where it's going to be. It's not like there's a big gaping hole. He's like, all right, I see the motion, I see my blockers, I know where it's going to be. It's a gift.
At the 39, first down for St. Joe's.
ECK or EP?
Slot formation to the right side. Rest of the team is tight. Again, Estime cuts back to his left. Picks up a couple. He has a knack for a kid who's 6'1", 215 to be able to. He decided early in that play that he's not taking it outside. He's got to get back upfield. So he must have seen something. Not that the play produced a lot of yards.
And to add on to what you said, not only did he decide that early, he didn't give it away. He didn't take the ball and run right there. He said, let me turn my shoulders, take my steps, so I can get the flow, so my blockers can get the angles, and so I can cut it back. I'll be interested to see. He has very good ball security. How many fumbles he has this year? I would imagine not a lot.
Flat formation to the left side. Robinson out to the left. Estime gets the call again. Now cuts back to his right with the quarterback in front as a lead blocker, and he's got the first down. So Noel gets out in front of him. I don't know if he knew he was going to cut it back to his right, but he was there.
If he's played with him long enough, he's like, I got to get a block because who knows where this ball's going to end up. He's liable to take it from number to number.
First and 10 from the 28-yard line.
And we've seen so many great running backs, and that's one of the things that they do so well. They can see that where the play is designed to go is not working. So I got to change my direction.
And what he does so well is if it is designed to go in a certain direction and it's there, he stays on track. He's just not a guy that cuts back every time.
Gets the call again and
Like
dives forward. Yeah,
right there.
To the 20-yard line. 21, actually.
A lot of guys would have danced in the hole and tried to do something. If he's there, he's going to hit it and get it. I mean, there's not a lot of weakness there to talk about with him.
Pickup of 7 on first. Ball at the 21-yard line of Cherokee. Under 3 minutes now left in the football game.
Now they're going to wait for the official to put his hand up before they start. Or they should.
Estimate again gets the call, drives forward to what appears to be a first down.
Another handoff up the middle is ruled to be a first down for St. Joe's.
You know, they talk about running the 4-minute offense, which this is kind of a 4-minute offense. And when you have someone like that on your team, it just makes the job so much easier.
He's just so consistent. He's going to do the same thing every time. If it's there, he's going to get it. If he has the ability to cut it back, he will. But you know what he doesn't do? Like you say, he doesn't dance on the hole. No wasted motion.
Yeah. At the 17. Again. To the 15-yard line. Picks up a couple.
Run up the middle by number 2. For a gain of a couple yards and a timeout.
Timeout call by Cherokee. 2:03 remaining in this football game. 36-35, St. Joe's on top. At Rostelli Market Fresh, they are driven by a passion for great food. Food you can feel good about eating, good about buying, and good about serving to your family. At their family market, Rostelli's #1 priority is high quality and fresh products, as well as your favorite brands at prices you will love. Check out all of their fresh offerings, from meat, seafood, produce, and delicatessen to wine and spirits, bakery, prepared foods, and more. At Rostelli Market Fresh in Marlton and Deptford, they hope that you will enjoy their products and offerings as much as they enjoy bringing them to you.
You like having a little radio here?
I do. The last guy had an earpiece.
So recapping, we have 2:07 left in this football game. 36-35, St. Joe's on top and threatening.
Yeah, I like your attitude. It's nice so that we can understand what's going on.
2nd and 8.
There you go. Oh, you gotta get him
Noel
in the backfield, man.
looking to take it himself off of play action to estimate and
Decides to take it himself, and he's wrapped up by a number of Chiefs.
to the 13-yard line. He was fortunate to get back to where he did because he was grabbed as soon as he made that fake to estimate.
Yeah, I don't.
And another timeout. So what do you look for here, Sam? It's 3rd down and a long 5, short 6 for St. Joe's.
You know, you have to take away the obvious. So you send everybody on the backs. If it depends if Robinson is in or not, what you do with the secondary.
You gotta run the ball.
So you gotta load up on the tailback here, estimate, and then you gotta make sure the outside back is on the tight end.
So they don't want to do anything real crazy because they have an excellent field goal kicker, and Tasco's already hit on a 40-yarder. Now, of course, that still opens the door for Cherokee to score a touchdown to win.
That's right. That's right.
But obviously they're looking for 7 here, not the 3.
All right. So with this formation, it's you got to lock on 87 and send everybody else after the running back and let your corners man up on the receivers. Call it a day.
3rd and 6. Estimate gets the
There you
call.
go.
He is
That's what you
pinned
do.
in. He cannot go anywhere, and I think that's probably the best defense that Cherokee has played in Estimate the entire game. They were there, and he had nowhere to run.
They just rolled the dice and said, hopefully they'll run it, in which they should have. I mean, why wouldn't you?
So decision time for Coach Dan Orangi. Does he kick it, or does he go on 4th down? And now it's a little bit more difficult off the loss there. It's 4th and 8.
Estime has not fumbled since his sophomore year. That's a great fact. I just saw his ball control, the way he holds the ball, and it looks like he's not a fumbler. I mean, he really has good control of that ball.
St. Joe's calls a timeout.
So St. Joe's wants to talk it over, as this is a very important play and a very important decision for the Green Knights. They're up by just 1, 36-35, and they face a 4th and 8 deep in Cherokee territory. The Mark McKenna team has nearly 3 decades of experience in Burlington and Camden counties, with 12 licensed team members. Technology and personal service have made the Mark McKenna team the top producing group in the region. They've always called Marlton home. The Mark McKenna team has more than 700 5-star reviews on Zillow and is succeeding safely at the highest level throughout the pandemic. Be sure to visit markmckennateam.com and call Mark at 856-983-0704 for any of your real estate needs.
That's pretty much where your
So here we go. 4th down and 8.
Right, that's what I mean. So like worst case,
Ball at the 15-yard line of Cherokee.
So they're running the risk of letting a field goal beat them versus a touchdown. You're gonna
Back to pass. Sets. Throws to the right side, and this one is knocked away. Incomplete.
St. Joe's throws the ball on 4th down, and it is swatted away by number 6, Darnell Hightower.
I don't get it.
Down with 1 minute and 4 seconds left.
So it'll be Cherokee football.
The only reason they're up by 1 right now.
So, Tony, I was wrong. Estimated plays left backer. You're talking about changing your plan.
Yeah. 103 left.
They don't have any timeouts left. No timeouts for Cherokee.
Slot formation to both sides. Remember, they only need a field goal to win it. Here's Osborne. Osborne steps up. Osborne's going to be thrown for a loss back to the 10-yard line. I think he was involved in that tackle.
I was waiting for you to say something. He definitely jumped on after the initial hit.
2nd and 15. Osborne, quick throw to the left side. This one is complete. Here's the hook and ladder.
They got a 1st down.
Birdie
Pass is completed.
tossing it to Johnson after the reception, and they do pick up a 1st down.
Dante Robinson off of a
Now, if the clock is stopped, if that's out of bounds, and you have a new defensive lineman there, just go on 2. You're not losing time because the clock stopped. Your estimate's going to jump because he's tired. He's run for 700 yards today.
38 seconds remaining. Osborne steps up. Osborne throws under heat. Makes the reception as Bartram at the 42-yard line.
You can spike it if you don't have a play.
For a 1st down.
Stops because they moved the sticks. Now they're going to just throw it down. Clock it.
Very interesting. What's their kickers, Cherokee's kickers range? 35, 40-ish?
Yeah, I'd say 35 to 40. So they have to get it really inside the 20, I would think. You kick it from the 20, you add 10 on for the end zone, and then 7 more. That's a good-sized kick right there. That'd be 37, but that might do it. Here's Osborne. Back to pass. Osborne being rushed. Osborne is grabbed and thrown again for a loss.
That hurt.
That was Jimmy Mullen with a sack. Down to 10 seconds left. Deep down the right sideline. Birdie was triple teamed on that play. They knew that Osborne is probably going to go to him. He's his favorite receiver. And now down to just 2 seconds left. So even if they did complete a long pass here, Sam, I don't know without any timeouts if they'd have time to stop the clock, unless it was out of bounds, to kick a field goal.
I don't know what they can do, yeah, like you said, in 2 seconds, I don't think. I mean, other than that last play where they wasted too much time. Excuse me.
So here it is. Empty backfield for Osborne. 2 seconds left, 36-35. Here's Osborne, just throws it down the right sideline, and this one is going to be incomplete. Intended for Birdie, and that's going to be the ball game. Final score, 36-35. St. Joe's of Montvale escaping, surviving against Cherokee after leading it 20-0. We'll be back to wrap it up, that is, right after this.
Hello, my name is Mark McKenna from Pat McKenna Realtors, and I am the team leader of the Mark McKenna team here in Marlton, New Jersey. I've been selling real estate for 27 years, and our group is the top producing real estate team in the South Jersey area for the last 4 consecutive years. When you hire the Mark McKenna team, we have 3 full-time salary people within the office. We have a listing coordinator, a transaction coordinator, and a director of client services to make sure that you get the proper care from start to finish. You'll deal with really seasoned agents. I have been in the business for 27 years. Bob Grace has been with me for 24 years, and Jeff Amden for 14 years. So you're getting a ton of experience when you hire the Mark McKenna team. Some of the benefits hiring our team is experience, technology, and negotiating skills. I always tell all my clients it's very easy to put a deal together, but we earn our commission keeping transactions together and getting to the settlement table. That's when our clients are most satisfied. So if you're looking to buy a property in South Jersey, we welcome you to come in and have a buyer consult with our team. Or if you're interested in seeing what the current value of your house is, we would be glad to come out and have an appointment with you and show our strategies and marketing techniques that makes us the top producing team in South Jersey.
Back here at Cherokee, final score, St. Joe's of Montvale 36, Cherokee 35, and despite the fact that Cherokee fell a point short, they have to walk out of here with their heads held high because they trailed at 20-0 against one of the top teams in the state, who went out to that 20-0 lead behind Estimate, who has just been outstanding all game long. But then, as you said, there's no quitting this team. They fought back. They figured out defensively what St. Joe's of Montvale was doing. They made them adjust. And when they did, they started moving the football offensively. They played better defense. Estimate, again, scored another touchdown after that. He was actually another 2 touchdowns. He was outstanding all game long. But you have to give Cherokee credit. They faced one of the top teams in the state, and they showed that they're not backing down from anybody.
No, they're not. I mean, there's so many positives I can say about Cherokee. I'll tell you what, I know they wish they had that first 8 to 10 minutes back because it was just too easy. You said down by 20, but down by 20 on 3 big, easy, demoralizing plays. Then you spent the other 50 minutes of the game trying to come back. Just any one of those 3 would have made it, a different game towards the end. Yeah, a team with highly talented players, and another team with grit and fight. So I knew they weren't going to give up. I didn't know after that 20-point lead they were going to fight back, but I knew they weren't going to quit. And sometimes teams with a lot of talent and not having faced a lot of adversity can get frustrated easily. And we saw them change. I mean, this idea of I'm going to stay in base and win against one of the best teams in South Jersey is funny, but they showed that they can make teams adjust to them, and they showed that you have to fight all the way to the end in order to beat one of South Jersey's best teams.
See there, Cherokee, listening to the coaches. I'm sure they're talking to the team and telling them what a great job they've did today, had great season they've had, and that they can hold their heads high because they really were an outstanding team all season long, and they really have done really great job representing this high school. And don't forget, they've had a number of games either canceled or postponed where they had to find new opponents.
Mm-hmm.
They start preparing for one team, they end up playing another. And so it's been a crazy season, not just for Cherokee. We're not just saying they're the only ones, but certainly for every school just about in South Jersey. It's been a crazy year, but it's been a crazy year for everybody.
Yeah, they all had to face the same thing. Yeah, absolutely.
And remember, they played this game without their leading rusher, Brendan Boria, and yet still were able to run the football, maybe not as effectively as if he were in the game, but still, offensively, they did well, and they were able to work that passing game very effectively to Birdie, who's had some great catches in the game, and they end up losing it 36-0. 38-35. So your impressions on the season of Cherokee?
No surprises. I mean, you know, I know a few years ago they were down a little bit, but it's good to see them fight back versus close rivals, you know, the Shawnees and Lenafees, but against teams that they have a short week to prepare for. It's just the consistency that you can appreciate, and I like to see the adjustments by the coaches, and it's been a pleasure, you know, to watch that and be able to see that the thinking is the same and to be able to predict what's going to happen, and it's just getting better and better as time goes on.
Yeah, they have had an outstanding season, and we've really enjoyed covering them all season long, as we see again Cherokee players kind of bowing their heads and taking stock of what this season was all about, and they've done a tremendous job, and we've enjoyed bringing it to you. Hope you've enjoyed it as well. Cherokee football brought to you in part by the Mark McKenna team, with nearly 3 decades of experience in Burlington and Camden counties with 12 licensed team members. Also brought to you in part by Evesham Mortgage, your hometown leader committed to finding you the right mortgage product for your needs. And by Foundation Title, with 12 locations in New Jersey, the state's #1 title agency. Cherokee football game is produced by Prime Events and South Jersey Sports Talk. The executive producers are Dean Mikowski and Tom Williams. For complete coverage of high school football and basketball for that matter, visit primeevents.net. We also would like to thank the guys who actually brought this game to you, both producing it and, of course, camera work. That's Sean Kelly and Eddie Oliver from Sports Fan Base Network. Thank them very much for the great job they've done all season long. And, of course, Sam, as always, a pleasure working with you. You add so much to the broadcast, and thanks very much for your contributions.
Thank you, Tony. It's been a pleasure's all mine.
So once again, the final score, St. Joe's of Montvale knocking off Cherokee 36-35. For Sam Jenkins, this is Tony Blum. So long for now.